also were.
You
I think
also
so.
met Rodelia, who was in a corridor.
Exactly.
And
And then there was some weird shit that happened there.
yeah,
Like, I think it was
Krios,
Murdoch. Yeah.
yeah, Murdoch got frightened and maybe aged a bit. And
Krios
Krios
is an
managed to
idiot.
calm her down by presenting Hobart, the cat, kind of
Right.
accidentally perhaps.
And we're
But
trying to convince her she was actually dead and she wouldn't have any of it.
yeah, every time you tried to convince her, it was like she literally could not hear you.
Right. And that was when we went over to the stable to met I forget if it was the boy or the girl that we met.
It was the boy, yeah.
The boy. Okay, yeah. And he seemed like more level-headed and just accepting of everything. So it wasn't that hard to talk to him. And then we got the name of the horse, which happened to be the password to the mirror.
Yes.
Yes. And I don't know if there's anything else we did after that, but I do remember we went to the mirror. Um and then we like went through and we found like the big fucking like chamber with the guy in it. I don't remember the point at which Leon like lost his intelligence and insanity or Krios, I guess.
It was fighting that guy. It was
Yeah,
sort of
during
the
the fight.
beginning of the fight.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. In the middle and like that guy just did a bunch of shit. But, yeah, we eventually fought him. But
The best part of last episode.
Oh yeah,
was us having
that was
to
fun.
leash Krios, especially trying to go through these traps. As Ing was trying to flex his big brains, but everybody decided to. Aelin just flies across. I should be fine.
And he was fine. He made it.
Barely.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Krios has
the
been
traps,
getting into everything. Drank a bunch of the mystery wine. Got attacked by leather eaters.
Yeah, we found a bunch of gold in this room too, but I decided to leave it alone. And I was like, oh, if we don't take it, then Gambit will. I think we still didn't. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Gambit, I don't think took that gold. I think his bag of holding was quite full with 20,000 gold coins from the other mirror room.
Imagine filling.
We took we put that chest inside the, my bag of holding just to hold on to it.
Right. Oh, rip. I think that was the entire recap anyway. Spindle chilling down here.
So Gambit has a bunch of loose gold all in his bag, and Ing has a chest from the bedroom.
Oh, curious. Things look and feel a bit different. This must be the upgrade. I don't know if I like that, but that might be configurable. Are there any changes here? No. Thank God. Drawing tools.
Well, no DM is here, so let's start opening doors.
Exactly.
Oh, we got Murdoch before Dazzle came back.
Amazing. Yeah, I think Dazzle like lost internet or something.
Yeah.
That's my internet has been like being a bitch too lately. It's so weird, and I have a friend who has the same issue. What is happening? It's a conspiracy. Oh no!
Everyone's being hacked. It's almost the election. Everyone's getting hacked.
Oh,
all the infrastructure is getting hacked.
God, imagine. Jokes on them. We don't have online voting. Yeah, we're not a real country, so we don't have online voting.
Discord is misbehaving.
Again.
Well,
Murdoch came while you were gone.
Okay, that's good. So, party, what I was basically asking was, what would you want to do? I did remind you that this door in front of you had, or I should say this door right here, warning about the flammable contents.
Yeah,
Yes,
seems like a very perfectly safe room to
yes,
enter.
that's when we told Gambit, like, no fireballs. To just
Right.
keep your spells to yourselves. That looks like a closet up there.
Fireballs,
Over
no.
here.
that face.
All right. So Ing reads the sign and he looks back and he's like, put all your anything flammable away, please. Do not cast any spells. Keep an eye on Krios. Aelin?
I'll stay on the back burner.
Before I open his door.
If I touch anything, I'll set it on fire.
A one, a two, a three.
Just open it already.
Okay.
Theatrics.
You open this door, Ing, and this is a workshop. You see tools, beakers, spell components, and arcane books jam-pack the shelves and tables of this small space.
I
Just
close the door behind me.
Jeez. I want to look too. Doesn't seem that dangerous.
And he covers himself up like he was naked, but he's not naked. He slams the door.
Like, oh sheesh. Nope. Where else? Nope. That's bad.
What? Oh,
And he creaks the door open. I told you to keep an eye on him. You see? Close it.
I am the worst person to do. Oh god, for fuck's sake.
I will start looking around in here, DM.
Yeah, in here you see that there is a set of every kind of tools, like thieves' tools, jewelers' tools, alchemist kit, herbalism kit, etc. You also see that there are enough contents in this room to cast every wizard spell of 3rd level or lower exactly once. So if you have need any particular spell components for something, they are here as well.
Which we don't really keep a track of anyway, for components.
Yeah, except for things like, Revivify and stuff that take...
Yeah, those are diamonds and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is like a fun place to look, Ing. You also find a box containing 4 vials of alchemist fire.
We have tons of that already.
We do, yes. If anything, the party should be walking around with a sign about flammable contents.
Yeah.
Aelin opened this door. It was the privy. As you open this door, Aelin, you see a ghostly worm appear. It's eyeless and is wearing a bridal veil. And it says, "Where's my groom? Are you my groom?"
Oh dear, I am going to not deal with that today.
Okay.
I will, even though I can make most of my tools if I need them for a day with excuse me, the right tool of any job, but it's always nice to have the actual physical ones. So I don't have to do that. So I will take some of those. So I'll take the carpentry tools. You said there's tools of every trade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll take carpenter's tools. Let me see here. Yeah, carpenter's tools, alchemist tools.
Yes.
Alchemist supplies. I'll take the alchemist supplies. I will kind of wave over to Aelin, and I'm like, "Hey, you think you need any of these tools? There's quite a bit here."
And as you're doing that, party,
Yeah.
it's Krios who has opened the door over here, and you hear a blood-curdling scream. Ing and Gambit are not affected because they cannot see down that hallway, but Krios, Murdoch, and Aelin each need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, scream, yeah. Whiz.
And Krios will have to kind of change your modifier because you are enfeebled at the moment.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how to do it.
Just roll a d20.
Roll a d20. D20.
Okay, well that's a fail, unfortunately. Murdoch, will you roll too? Wisdom save.
Just getting my character sheet brought up.
Okay, sounds good. So, Aelin and Krios, you both take 13 points of psychic damage from this. And since since Krios failed by more than 5, he also gains a form of short-term insanity.
She said
God.
13 psychic.
That's all we need.
Oh my god. Rios is really
So he's stupid and crazy now.
Go ahead and roll me a d20, Krios.
Oh.
The 19 on
Ing
my
steps
side.
back over here and he's looking over Aylin's shoulder. What? What happened?
Yeah, sorry, Krios, I'm in a d100.
Like it wasn't my fault this time.
But I'll keep the 12 for the next roll.
My head hurts.
Okay, so Krios, this is not so bad for you because you're just now babbling randomly and you're incapable of normal speech or spell casting. So
I mean, he was already
maybe
doing
the rest
that.
of the party didn't even notice this, but this affects you for the next 6 minutes.
So pretty much the same thing just happened.
Yeah, but you
Well,
could form even smaller sentences. It's just babbling incoherently.
Yeah, before you were just unable to talk, but now you're actually babbling incoherently and making noise.
Oh dear. That rest can't wait, can it?
Yeah. So, Murdoch, did you get that? Oh, yes, Murdoch saved. For Murdoch is fine. Yeah, you saw a pale lady for a moment at the very end of the hallway, but she quickly faded from view.
Oh
Not
sheesh.
my type.
What happened now?
I still want to check the room.
Someone wants to get married, apparently.
Yes.
Murdoch, go in there. Let's take a look. Let's see what's happening.
Okay,
Wait
so
for me. I'll catch up with you in a moment.
Yeah, what you can see in here is that this is clearly the castle's dungeon. There are several cells here. They're all locked. You can see in them, they all appear to be empty at the moment.
Even though the doors are closed and it's dark in there, I'm assuming we can see through the bars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the doors are locked.
There's like a
And
mention of like
they're
supplies.
just empty cells.
There's
They
like a mention
appear
of
empty
like
at the moment, yes.
there's a mention of like supplies in this room. I wanted to check it out.
Yeah, it's like what I said for Ing, so feel free to put any kind of tools on your sheet that you would like.
Okay.
Is anybody else's inventory features and attributes thing stuck at the top left corner of their screen?
Yeah, it's like I see it too. It's a bug for some people with Foundry 12 right now. I'm
What is it? 'Cause
assuming
I don't see it.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully it will get resolved in an update for the token HUD.
Yeah. Either way.
Everyone can roll me a perception check.
Not my strong suit.
See if... Cool. Rip my dice noises.
So I'd say everyone other than Krios, you do hear like maybe soft sobbing, very soft from this one.
Oh dear.
And you hear like some very soft, subtle groaning from this one. Murdoch, you're standing directly in front of this cell door, and the air seems colder right there than in the rest, than in the middle of the hall.
Hey guys, there might be a spirit in this cell.
Yes, I sense it as well. He kind of peers into the emptiness of the
Seems
cell.
likely.
And he's like, "Hello, we know you're there. Could you show yourself?" let us know if there's anything we can do to help.
You're talking more into the northern one.
Yes.
So you hear a heavy sigh, and a ghost appears and comes towards the door. I'll go ahead and open the door just so you can see him, but the door is still locked, and he says, "Oh, I've been here for quite a long time, and they say don't kill the messenger, but in my case, Lord Bryson certainly didn't listen."
Oh, it's horribly. What was the message?
I don't know. He refused to receive it. It was from Lady Linda, though. And he holds out this envelope. It's a ghostly envelope. It has like a wax seal on it that appears to be intact. And it says on the front, "To my dearest Lord Bryson."
Would she happen to be a cleric?
No, Lady Linda was the lady of this house, and it was this
Oh, this house.
strangest thing too, because this letter is from her, but as far as I know, she was already dead when I was tasked with delivering it.
Well, you said it was a ghostly letter. Could I attempt to see if I can hold it?
So he says, "Oh, do you want to deliver this on my behalf to the Lord then?"
It's the least we can do.
He holds out his hand and says, "Fine, go ahead. Hopefully you'll have more luck getting him to listen than I do. He locked me in here, and one day the meals stopped coming and I starved to death."
I'm pretty sure you do. So you do realize you are deceased.
Yes, no, I want to leave. I want to go on to a better afterlife. But for some reason, I can't even leave the cell.
Hmm.
Is it because of the door?
I don't know. But
guess I
here,
will
take
attempt
the
to,
letter. And
yeah,
he
I'll take
gives
the
you the
letter.
letter. Yeah, you can hold it.
Okay. Before he does that, I would like to pick the lock, see if I can just see if that helps him at all.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a thieves' tool check. Okay, yeah, the door swings open, and he says, "Okay, well, I'll try this then." And he walks through the door and fades from view.
Well, I guess he's free.
Well,
Yes.
that's one happy ending, I guess.
I guess we should take a look at this letter, and I'll open it up.
You cannot open it up. When you try to break the wax seal, your hand just passes through it.
Oh,
Well,
curious.
I suppose we could have one of the other ghosts read it to us.
Chris will attempt to open this door down here.
Okay, how are you attempting to open it with your axe?
Well, him being as childish as he is, he's just gonna grab the knob and kind of just like push it to not knowing that he has to turn it.
Oh, it's a jail cell door. Krios.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
locked.
Then yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
it's
gonna
another
attempt
cell.
to push it.
You can give me a strength athletics check.
Hmm.
Okay, so you break open this door, Krios, and inside you see the little girl again, and as Krios just breaks open the door, she gasps and just stands there like a deer in the headlights.
Oh Lord. I will try to grab Krios. What is insanity? Other stuff? Does he have any disadvantage on checks at all?
No, not disadvantage. On strength checks anyway, unfortunately, perhaps. Other types of checks, sure, but not on strength checks.
Yeah, well, I will try to grab him and pull him out of the way. Get him out of there.
Okay. Does anyone try to help with this?
Probably shouldn't. I have like no strength.
Get off.
Yay! Oh, I have
Where is
advantage
he?
too. I completely forgot about that, but I beat him anyway.
Yeah. You struggle against him, but he seems very determined, Krios.
I push him over there and I hold him against the wall. Aelin, just do you have spells? Anything you can do just to keep him in line.
Oh boy.
First, you're just
Unless,
gonna.
unless you want me to smite him with radiant damage, I don't think.
No. We don't need to do anything that's permanent damage, but no.
Yeah,
And
I prefer not
he
to
looks
either.
into Sally, kind of, dusts himself off a little bit after all that. I'm so sorry. Are you? Is this Jadis?
I'm Jalen.
Oh,
Here
Jalen. I
to-
thought it was Jadis. We are not here to hurt you at all, dear. Not at all. And now that the door is open, you're you can move out here. And I know you went to hide. I can guarantee you, my friend is not trying to harm you, and neither are we. We actually spoke to your brother and sister.
Oh, they're a little out of touch these days, aren't they?
Well, things are going well, and we told them that we're here, to help, free you guys of what's been happening here.
Yeah, I don't know what horrible curse has befallen the castle. I know that I'm no longer among the living, though.
Well, you know more than your brother and sister do, apparently.
I don't know what happened, but I do know that other than Mother and that poor messenger over there, pretty much everyone and every animal in the castle fell dead on the same night, exactly at the stroke of midnight.
Well, we have
Oh,
this
that's-
letter that apparently was from your mother. I'm and my friends are unable to open it, do it to being ghostly as you. And he kind of just pulls it out slowly. Perhaps you could read it. It is from your mother, so it may be not pleasant to read, depending on the contents.
This is to my father. He doesn't like it when I read his things. Are you sure it's
we
okay?
think you're. Yes, I am positive. Your father may be behind a lot of things, and we just want to make sure everybody here is safe.
Okay, go ahead and give me persuasion with advantage.
Aelin!
Ing. Krios, it seems like Ing got distracted and stopped restraining you. So you can give me an athletics.
I would like to ask, why am I, the weakest member of this party, other than the other elf in the other room, tasked with keeping the strongest member of our party from doing shit like this?
Because I'm busy doing this other stuff. Would you like to do this?
Okay, but we have a very well-versed fighter here who could handle this instead.
Rude.
And yet you choose to berate me instead. I feel a bit of bias here.
Ing, you
Murdoch?
did have advantage on the persuasion.
I did have what?
We're just doing this while fucking.
Oh, advantage.
Krios
Okay.
just walks into the room.
Oh, God. All right, let me roll it again.
Okay, I guess. If you're sure he won't be too angry. And
Yes.
you wandered into a cell, Krios. We check if this is one of the ones that anything happens in. You are for now okay. The cell seems empty. There's not really very much in here other than some stale and rotting food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Ing looks over each other. Murdoch, since Aelin is incapable of restraining Krios, could you perhaps keep an eye on him, please?
I
Yes,
mean, I can try.
Okay. So Jalen opens up the letter and she says, "My dearest love, I'm sorry. I wish I could stay for the children, but it's just not enough these days. You have changed, and now I feel like a prisoner in my own life and my own house, and I saw no other way out. I hope you can understand in time.
Mm. I'm sorry, Jalen.
You see her wiping some tears from her eyes. She's like, so it wasn't assassins then.
I'm afraid not.
Well, you must tell
Oh,
Father. He must see the truth. He became so obsessed about assassins after Mother's death that he would talk of little else.
Well, we are
remind
attempting to
me.
find your father.
Remind me, didn't that dagger had a have a curse attached to it?
Yes, and he lifts up his bag of holding. It's safely in here.
Hmm. Well, continue.
Okay, so is anyone going to open the other two cells at all? It seems like Krios has decided to sleep. Murdoch
What you mean?
and
You did tell us that. Oh, these are the only two we heard something coming out of, right? The rest
yes,
just
yes,
looked empty.
yes.
You know,
Yeah,
I
well,
really
I have no
didn't
interest
suck
in
it.
Jalen, would you
Oh.
happen to have maybe any clue in this castle where your father might be?
Hmm.
He's in his vault, but I don't know the password.
Is that the one in the basement?
The one through the mirror.
Oh.
I thought that's where we went through, was the mirror, wasn't it? That's how we got here.
Yep.
Oh, did you already encounter him there?
Yeah, we
No, that's
did we not
how
make
we.
quick work of him?
Oh, yes, in there. Yes, we did encounter him in there. And
When-
ominously, his voice disembodied and seemed to go somewhere else.
No, that's where he'll be when he respawns in an hour. From when he was dispersed.
Ah, yes.
So I guess we
That's
got to
not
go
that we
back
need
there.
too. There's been on the parapets, and there was this little ice gremlin or something, and he attacked me, and everything went blank for a while. But then I came back to where I was last.
Yes, we did see him.
Oh, he's still up there. I haven't been back
Yes,
up
but
on
he
the
ran
parapet.
away. He ran away from us, so.
Okay, well, I suppose then you'll have to go back through the mirror when my father is back and try to convince him then.
That is what we shall do. Just, again, I'm sorry this had to happen to you, Jalen.
Thank you. I just want to rest in peace, and I sense that there's a light somewhere, but I just can't seem to quite find it.
Well, perhaps this knowledge will help you find it quicker.
Thank you. I'm going to go try to find my siblings now and spend a little time with them so that maybe we're together.
Yes, and if you would let them know what the letter said, show them that letter. Perhaps that may help them as well.
You need the letter to show my father. He'll never believe
Well, you
you on
could-
words.
Yes, I will keep it, but let them know what the letter said.
I will try. I do not know if they will believe me.
Well, depending on what happens here, maybe perhaps we could show it to them.
Okay. You see her face grow solemn. She wipes a couple tears away and then goes up through the ceiling.
King will walk through and he's like, give me a moment. Because he's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay,
No one
as
ever
you come
does.
into the bathroom, the ghost worm bride jumps out again and is like, "Oh, my groom, you are here." And
Jumps out from where? This is a very small room.
Inside the toilet.
Okay, well, he does this as my gigantic ass is about to sit.
It's a ghostly worm, so it kind of comes through you and around. Very
Yeah!
grip feeling.
Holy shit.
So it tries to wrap around you. Please give me a strength saving throw.
Like, oh,
Okay.
seems he's found the bride.
The worm has found the groom.
I'm trying to remember if my gift build, I think it's only in strength checks, not saving throws, but let me Let me just double check that again. I forgot.
Also check these doors, and they appear to be locked. I don't have much
Available.
interest in trying to break them open.
Strength-based ability checks and saving throws. Okay, so I have advantage on the saving throws too.
Fucking hammer or some shit. A hand axe.
Okay, so you break out of this thing's grasp. And as you do so, it kind of dissolves, and you hear a faint hissing voice that retreats back into the chamber pot, whining, "But I loved you."
Oh dear.
I turn around and I stand up and pee into it. Go away!
I'm like, is everything okay in there?
He's standing in a the peeing position, and he looks over his shoulder. I'm fine. Kicks the door closed. Finishes peeing.
Oh, sorry. All right.
And then he cleans up. Can't even use the facilities in peace around here.
It is a haunted house. I wouldn't be surprised that there's a.
That worm was in the
Yeah,
toilet,
places.
Aelin.
Well,
Okay.
Now we're gonna look around. Now, DM, I do notice. I don't think we were supposed to see it, but there's a hallway.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know of that
Right.
hallway. I modified this adventure from elsewhere, as you know. This hallway
yeah.
doesn't actually go anywhere, so I had
Yeah.
taken it out of the adventure.
it's like one
Yeah,
of
it's
those things in like games where like there's like random shit in the map
yes,
that you can't
right.
get to.
It's the game glitch. Yeah, it's when you map tear through the map and go to areas that are only developmental, they're not supposed to be in the game.
Yeah.
I love that.
Prios appears to be chugging wine down the hallway. Give me another con save, Prios.
It's like you just like walk somewhere. It's like, why is there a random floating teapot out in this void?
Yes. Okay, you're perfectly fine, Krios. You keep all the wine down.
All right, well,
He's talking more wide.
let's get going to the mirror. I will try to wrangle Krios.
Come on, come with us.
Krios, let's go now.
Almost done.
No, enough.
I'm going to.
Let's rip a loud belch.
No, never mind.
So everyone heads back to the, I guess you could say, vault of coins to wait for the Lord to reappear.
Coin vault.
Yeah, and all these traps were disarmed, right? So we're good walking through again.
Yeah, you're good walking
Good.
through. I was just going to transport you to the vault now.
Sure.
No need to make you like walk through the entire house again.
Right. Awesome.
Okay, so party, you come back and he's not here right away, but you wait for a little bit, and eventually you start seeing his shimmering form come back again, looking good as new, and he glares at all of them. He's like,
Wait,
"What are you doing in my vault?"
DM. I have a question. Does this count as a short rest?
It was only like a half hour because it took like a full hour for him to reappear. 20 minutes of that at least was spent with Gambit gathering up coins. There was another 20 minutes or so in the basement. So you only got like 20 minutes of waiting around here.
Ing does walk up to Aelin, hands him the letter. He's like, "You can be more persuasive than I can. Perhaps you should tell him that he needs to look at this. That we're delivering a message that he should have read a long time ago."
Oh, thank you for giving me a task I actually feel confident with. I'm just gonna carefully walk up to it.
You have agency.
Yes. Hello again. Wait, hold on. Do we know if he remembers what happened before, or is this just a new consciousness?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, I want to be sure. Because he probably hates our guts if he does know.
And I see Gambit in Discord. Is Gambit? Are you here?
Yeah, I don't think we ever
I'm
said
here.
hi. Just
Okay.
like hi, Gambit.
Hey.
Oh,
Hello.
you guys were in a situation, worm up your butt. So, I thought I'd let that continue on.
Yeah.
Hey, I was able to move the things. I figured it out.
Thanks. So Aelin is unsure. He looks at you. He has like this look in his eye, like he's trying to place you.
Mhm.
It's not clear to you how much he does or doesn't remember.
Okay, well, I'll act as if he doesn't for now. And I'll say to him, sir, there's well, first off, I apologize for intruding, but there's a letter that I think you should read. I hold it out to him.
This letter is addressed to me, but it is opened. Did you snoop in my private correspondence?
Oh, I apologize. We actually found it already opened. It appears like a bandit or some thief may have gotten to it first, and perhaps they left it behind in disinterest, but
Gambit accidentally laughs out loud and then slaps his mouth and says, excuse me.
Yes. Go ahead and roll deception, Aelin.
all right. I think I do. My deception is decent. Actually, let me think. Hold on. I have a spell to help with this. May I cast Enhance Ability first, which gives me advantage?
Sure. I can assume that you did that during the 20 minutes or so
Okay.
while you were moving around.
Yeah. But if I had like remembered before that I was like going to do a bunch of checks, and I would have done it. Okay.
Agency.
Wait, huh? I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening.
Try targeting yourself when you click it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
See if sometimes that makes a difference.
That does not make a difference. If I just drag it in the chat. Okay. Well, either way. Yeah, I'll just manually do it. So, choose a creature, and okay. So yeah, I get advantage on charisma checks for an hour.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Go
Back
ahead
to
and
deception.
roll deception
What do you-
with advantage. Oh,
What are you concentrating on, by the way? You have the concentration icon next to you.
Oh, that's apparently enhance ability. Oh no, it's
Oh, okay.
no.
guidance. Weirdly,
Guidance,
but okay.
yeah.
he glares at you,
fuck.
Aelin, and he says, "Why would you read my private correspondence and insult me by lying about it?"
Gambit puts one toe into the mirror.
I apologize. It wasn't me specifically that read it. As you see, I've came with many of my friends here.
Gambit puts his shin in the mirror now.
Alcubierre lands on
someone's getting
Gambit's
fucked
head.
up, it's not. If someone's getting
I'm
fucked
sorry.
up, it's not going to be me. Just saying.
Alcubierre lands on Gambit's head and starts pulling his hair.
Gambit starts swatting. Stop it.
Nonetheless, you should read this first. We can discuss any other matters later.
You did come here with quite a colorful lot. Tell me truly, did you change the contents or did you just open it and read it?
I'll set my head by heart and I say, I promise to my lord Corlon that I did not alter this letter in any way, nor did I look at the contents. Myself, I did not look at the contents. I say, like, just glancing aside.
Which
No
is
one
not
in
a lie.
particular, but
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion. We'll call it DC 12.
okay. Hell yeah.
Okay, fine, let's have it then. I can at least read it and then decide any further action if needed. So he takes the letter and you see him mouthing the words that Jalen had said not too long ago, and you see his face just totally sink, and he's like, "By the goddess, I made a terrible mistake. She did it to her." He looks up and he says, "I'm so sorry for what I've done. Will you please forgive me?"
Well,
And
we all make mistakes.
with that, he nods at you, Aelin, and says, "Thank you," which fades out as he also fades away. Suddenly, the chill in this room lifts, and it feels like the colors have become brighter in here all of a sudden.
I feel this is curse lifted, my friends.
Yes, that seems like a complete quest to me.
Yes. So, party, are you heading straight back to the Ninurta now, or is there anything you wanted to do in this haunted mansion before leaving?
I ask Ing to touch the dagger since the curse is lifted.
And I tell Gambit to go fuck himself.
App response.
Ing will just quickly. You don't have to move me around the map or anything, but he'll look around for the other kids just to show them the. Well, did the letter disappear with the dude?
It did. But
Okay.
as you walk around the mansion, there's some definite changes. You do not find the children or any ghosts at all, for that matter.
Okay, they've all
And
moved on.
The mansion no longer looks sparkling clean like it did when you arrived. There are cobwebs and dirt and just general disrepair in this place as you move through it now.
Mission accomplished,
Okay,
my friends.
so it is now unhaunted.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
we can head back and go talk to the dragon, and tell him what we have done here. Inform
Sounds like a
him,
plan.
that Gambit is bringing back some of his gold.
The hell you are, I'll fight you. Uh-huh.
Oh, I have a feeling that perhaps he'll be punished on his own. We'll see.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to a bank before we go there. I'll fly off on myself. So
I feel like that would be. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have no responsibility.
Hopefully this map is loading for everyone. It seems
Yes.
to be taking extra long time for me.
Let me just roll a dice right quick. I
It
think
loaded
my
for me.
dice- Okay, my sound is back. Yay. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just narrate while it continues to load. I won't be able to change the NPCs on the scene at all, but you're here on the Ninurta, and the crew is very pleased with you. Delphine comes up to you all and says, "Wow, you really did it. I know that we tried to do it before, but we got scared off by the ghosts. It's amazing how much worse the place looks now. But still,
No,
I'm
that-
sure Clark will be pleased. You found his dagger and you left his hoard alone, I hope."
We found the dagger. I left his hoard alone.
Very good. Very glad to hear that.
Emphasis
Anything
on
that we
I.
could do? Any stops I should make before we head back to the Vale? Oh, actually, though, Klaus asked me to take you to his. Basically, it's a throne room. He doesn't really like it when we call it that, though. But
Yeah.
that's what he said to take you all.
Sure.
I
And you will take us there
still-
when we, say so. I am the captain of this ship, after all.
I also need to recover so I can cure Krios
Yeah.
of his of his ailment.
Gambit says,
didn't-
yes, I need to make a stop at the bank, please.
Well,
Didn't-
there are some banks nearby. We aren't far from the Vale, though. Perhaps you can give whatever it is to Lord Clouth for safekeeping.
Yes, Gambit. Why don't you give it to Lord Clouth for safekeeping?
Lord Klaus can take himself somewhere else. Okay, thank you.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, I mean, we aren't that far from the Vale. There is a small village, but I don't think they have a bank. That's just outside the Vale. We can, however, if she looks at all of you and sees that you all look a little worse for wear. I understand if you don't want to see Lord Clouth looking in this state. We can certainly take a day for all of you to freshen up first.
Oh yes, we could use fly around a little bit, have a good night's rest, and then tomorrow perhaps we can make our way there.
Okay, that sounds like a wonderful idea to me. You can see the stars so clearly all this way up north, away from all the big lights of, say, Waterdeep and such cities. It's very nice to just spend a night here on the ship, enjoying nature and whatnot. So,
Yes.
yes, we can do that.
I would say
And
this,
Party-
however. I would need a couple of your more sturdiest men to keep an eye on our friend Krios here. Put him in one of the cells down below and just keep an eye on him overnight. He's not doing so well, and Aelin is going to tend to him in the morning.
Okay. So, party, I'll tell you when you can hit the long rest button, and everyone can other than Krios. Krios, we have some skills things to do. So first of all, let me just find the men who are trying to restrain Krios, which I'm sure that's going to
that
go
kind of
well
thing.
considering their stats.
Well, I did
Also,
ask them to
like,
probably put him in a cell. I'm assuming there would be some kind of holding cell on this ship or something
Yeah.
below decks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I assume eventually with everyone working against Krios, they can shuffle him into the cell and then hold the door closed.
They can attempt.
So they're
Mm.
attempting to hold the door closed, Krios, and there are two of them. So you need to beat a 19 to break open the door.
doable.
Ing
Is this before-
is observing and helping if need be.
Is this before or
13
after
or
my short
higher.
rest?
This is sort of maybe just before.
Nat 20, baby.
Holy shit. Fucking amazing.
Okay, so Krios, you bang and bang on the door, but it holds fast with the apparently many different people on the other side of it.
In the middle of it, as they're fighting, and he's pushing it. There's two of them on their shoulders on the door, and he's pushing. Ing puts one hand on the bar and slams it in. Hey, Krios, lay down. Enough. Tomorrow.
No!
Oh, there we go.
And Krios will, being as mad as he's getting, not wanting to be inside this cage instead of his own room, he's going to rage and attempt to break down the door.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Lord.
that will be contested against Ing's 24 then, because the first one was pretty much against the regular crew, and they rolled a 19.
Manage on street cheese. Yeah.
Actually, who has the most reduced? That would probably be Ben, but that comes later.
Regular strength, or am I doing the athletics?
Oh, you can do athletics.
Okay. And since I have advantage on these,
While this is happening, wait, that was before. Never mind.
You know, Krios, in your state of rage and frustration, you're not just banging against the door, you're just kind of banging against all walls of the cabin, and that's making your attacks against the door, such as they are, less effective.
good old temper tantrum.
Fantastic.
Okay, so on the stroke of midnight, Krios, you feel a sharp pain in your stomach, and you don't feel so good. Please give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, let me go ahead and rip the damage then.
That's weird.
You take 28 points of damage from something you ingested earlier.
Well,
And
so you're quite all right.
yeah, I don't know if you
Is
cry out.
it just me, or did it not add my +7?
Oh, yeah, it did not add your plus
Did not
7.
anything.
You did roll, it should be Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
So
Long rest.
that's weird. Okay, you take half of that. You take 14 points of damage. And party, anything you want to do? Krios, do you yell out or anything?
Yeah, he's just gonna start rattling the cage, like, let me out, let me out! It smells!
I'm just,
Anybody?
like quietly preparing hold person in the background.
Okay, so Krios, you are going to have probably trouble sleeping tonight because of this sharp stomach pain plus all of the damage. Please give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can get to sleep after this.
I just looked at the new UI for spell descriptions. That is really nice.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, 19. Okay, so if you want to try to sleep after this, you definitely will be able to.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of just like sprawl, laid back on the floor and in a corner and just be knocked out. Arms extended, legs extended, tail wrapped around his waist.
Okay. Now you can go ahead and roll the long rest button.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I don't know which spell to get rid of.
Speaking of which, DM, I was just looking at my character sheet. I have Bless as part of my Stay Touched feat. Is that something you'd let me change on long rest, or is that like when I level up if I wanted to change that spell?
I'd let you change it on level up.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, party. Anything else you all would like to do here on the ship? You all managed to make it through the night, restrain Krios, get your long rest in. Murdoch, Gambit, everyone rolled. So the next morning, Aelin, you can go ahead and hopefully you've swapped out your spells to your satisfaction.
Mhm.
And you can then go ahead and cure Krios of this with some lesser restoration, I believe it was.
Yes. The target. There we go. Oop. Oh, how lovely. Yep, I close my eyes and I gently touch set a hand on his shoulder while I slowly remove all the stupid from him.
Just knocked out.
Yeah, this is a success, Krios, and when you wake up in the morning, since it sounds like Aelin did this while you were sleeping,
Yeah.
you feel restored to your former self.
Oh, that was a good nap. Wait, why am I in a cage?
A lot happened. I guess I can just like sit there and like just give him a brief synopsis of his entire fucking adventure.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully Auntie didn't see me like that. She would have gone giddy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Very good for us that you aren't going in places and randomly opening doors anymore.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me out, or am I gonna have to break down the door?
I'll let you out. No more
Thank you.
violence for today, please. Just open
'Cause I
the
am
door.
hungry. I feel like I drank 2 chugs of alcohol.
May not be far from the truth.
Yes. So, party, yeah, you get up. They've set up, the breakfast tables on the deck like they usually do. The crew are all kind of giddy. It seems like they're all excited to be going and maybe seeing Lord Clouth again in as many days. And it seems like they also put extra effort into their food. And Orskus, in particular, is telling Ing all about the different culinary techniques he's been trying lately. I don't know how Ing is responding, or if he's just kind of ignoring him.
No, he's not going to be rude about it. He's going to listen and nod and that is all interesting. I can Is there anything that you've used in breakfast this morning?
Oh yes, I am trying to learn to make an egg souffle. I heard it's difficult, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Oh, is there talk of culinary arts up here? I might know a thing or two about that.
Yeah. So Orpheus starts talking to you, Aelin, basically just trying to find out everything you know, if you know of exotic cooking techniques that he hasn't heard of yet.
Well, if Elven counts as exotic.
He would be so excited to hear about your elven cooking techniques.
Just talk to him for like a fucking half hour, but just about that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, party, anything else you want to do here on the ship before heading to see Klaus?
There's probably most likely nothing I want to do, but I did change a spell on my spell list, on my prepared spell list, so you may need to re-import just my spells.
Okay. I think you have permission to if you want to do that.
Yeah, let me give it a go.
Okay, just make sure you don't overwrite your inventory.
Right. The only box I have checked is spells.
I did
Okay.
that by mistake once in another game, and it hurt. It was
Oh yeah,
annoying.
it does. I've done it enough times as a DM on accident, messing up to where it's like, no, I know now. I I make sure all the boxes are unchecked.
Yeah.
I'm paranoid enough now that a lot of times I duplicate the characters on a level up before importing them all.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, party, Gambit, Murdoch, anything you do here, or are you just anxious to see what Klaus has to say?
He's wondering what's going to happen.
Nice. And Gambit, what do you do? Are you going to take the bag of holding with the gold with you? Or are you stashing it here on the ship? Unfortunately, the cultists weren't or I should say crew weren't super anxious to take you to a bank.
Mm.
Are you there, Gambit?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Now
I
we
can
do.
hear you now.
It's a good question. I don't know if I trust these ship people. Are you saying that there's something inherently bad with me taking my bag of holding?
No, you definitely can take it with you if you want to. It's just you had mentioned wanting to stash it in a bank, so I was double checking with you.
Yeah, is there a bank in this place?
No, not really. I mean, there's like a cargo hold with the rations and spare ship parts.
I'll take it with me.
Okay. So, party, the morning comes to a close. You've all had a very delicious breakfast made by Orpheus, and then you get sat down near essentially what is a clearing in the forest in Cloud's Vale. I know last time you saw the town map, I want to make clear that that was only a small portion of Klaus Vale. His vale is several
Yeah.
miles long, or across, I should say.
Right.
So it's essentially just this kind of large, square, ornate brick building that's in this clearing with no clear roads to it or anything. It's just sort of there. And they set you down here. And they say, Delphine says, we will wait our turn up here. I know that he's anxious to speak with you, so we will not intrude on your privacy. So, party, I imagine you all get off the ship since I put you on the map. And now it's up to you if you want to kind of converse here in relative privacy before going into this mysterious room to talk to him, or if you just want to go in.
Did we stop by the bank?
No.
I'd be like, Gambit, this is your one chance. If you're still
I
sure you
want-
want to risk it.
Well, there's no bank. What can I do? I mean, how's he gonna know it's in my bag?
How's he gonna know?
Dragons
How would he
are.
know? How would he ever know?
Well, true, but dragons are rather shifty, rather knowing.
Hmm.
Well, that's your decision, not mine.
If there's nowhere to put it, then I'll keep it with me.
You could stash it in the forest somewhere before going in if you wanted to.
Ing
I don't
looks
know
at
about
you
that.
and he points to the mule. Put it in the mule.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll put it in the mule for now.
Yeah, save us place of any.
Okay. So you put it in the mule, and then you're all ready to go in.
And yeah, I have the mule just wait for us, somewhere, out there, like by himself.
Okay, sounds good.
The pigs.
Oh, fine. I will knock on the door.
You hear.
I mean, Krios is in good shape now. He could do this.
You hear a voice yell out, "Yes, enter."
Don't
Alright,
kick the door.
are you sure you want? Yeah, I was about to ask.
Hmm.
I'll show you my good shape now.
No. It's just, you don't have to kick the door. It's not necessary.
So it's this rather simple room with columns and a throne at one end, and Clouth is there kind of draped over the throne, not really sitting in it properly. He has something in his hands that he's looking at with this intense concentration on his face. And he says, yes, come in. Listen, before we get down to business, I've been asked about my approval for this, and I think it might help to have an outsider's perspective. And so he
Do tell.
shows this thing to you. It looks like Ing specifically, unless the rest of the party is coming over to get a look too. He's showing it. He's not like hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ing will. I mean, what is it? I mean, yeah, obviously we can see it, right? Wow.
Did it show?
Wh-
Okay.
Is this? Did he get a drawing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a drawing.
It's very cute.
Adorable.
Well, that is absolutely adorable.
Oh, is it? I was worried it might be too scary for the children.
Oh no,
they're
no,
playing-
wait.
Yeah, they're planning on making a new mural in the nursery, and they asked for my approval on the art. I was worried that it might be too scary or that my tail looks fat.
No. I would even suggest you could make some plush dolls out of this. They would probably be quite profitable as well. The children would love it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that's an excellent idea.
I might purchase one myself. It's very adorable.
Yes. And Gambit and Murdoch are staying outside rather than talking to Clouth.
Yeah, Murdoch didn't go inside. He's waiting out.
No, Gambit's going in.
Okay.
Ing will take out his bag of holding and turn it over to drop out the dagger on the ground because he's not touching it. And he's like, well, the curse is lifted and we got you this. And tink, tink, tink as it falls on the ground. I'm not touching it.
Oh, yes. I understand why you wouldn't want to touch that nasty item. That. Anyway, if we're going to talk brass tacks, then I guess I ought to do this then.
Yes, I believe you mentioned a reward of 50,000 gold, I believe is what you said.
He casts Detect Thoughts.
On whom?
Yeah, he is looking at Ing right now because Ing is the one that is most prevalent, but he's going to look at everyone in turn except Murdoch, who stayed outside. And he says
Sure.
to Ing, so tell me truly, did you or anyone in your group touch my hoard, or does it remain intact?
Oh, lordy. Now, he casts a spell. Would I be aware that he cast something when I went out.
He was not hiding it when he cast it. No.
Okay, so
It's-
I gotta read this.
Yes.
The creature. Okay, well, I obviously do not have intelligence of 3 or lower. You learn the surface thoughts of the creature. Well, the surface thoughts. I was not thinking about Gambit at all, to be honest with you.
It lasts for a minute though, so when he asks you the question,
Then I'm going to be thinking about it. Yes.
Oh, shit.
So
Well,
then you're
I'm
going to be- Yes, and
s-
so
yeah.
he looks
Ing
at
would know.
you. And
would
he
you
glowers.
like me to answer?
Yeah, you can go ahead and answer.
Yeah. Because he kind of warned Gambit before we got here. And he looks at him. He's like, "Well, we did see a giant room full of gold that you said was yours, with no proof. But by the way, that it is yours indeed. And it looked like it was something, and it was quite a bit, millions, I would say. And our friend Gambit did scoop some up. He didn't say me any intentions on why he was doing it. I thought perhaps it could have been to bring it to you. But at any rate, whatever he took was a pittance compared to how much you actually have there."
His eyes
Yeah.
flick to Gambit, and he glares at Gambit with this piercing stare, and he says, "Tell me, Drow, why did you take my gold?"
Oh, you said you were going to pay us, correct? So I thought we should take what was owed. After all, we did you a service, did we not?
Yes, and I said that I would pay you a 5,000 gold finder's fee, quite generous, when you were done. Seems like you took quite a bit more than that. And then, Gambit, give me a wisdom saving throw as he tries to dig deeper into your innermost thoughts.
Well,
Sec. Said a wisdom.
Yes.
And as he does that, Ing does not feel like getting into a fight with this dragon, despite ratting out. With you, he had no choice. He will give him Flash of Genius. So that's a 16.
Okay, the DC is 22.
I've been
Jesus
luck
Christ.
as well. Flash of Genius adds 5.
5.
Oh, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
You would need a 18.
I would need 18. Wait. Why would I
18
need
plus
18?
5.
Or you mean
The DC is 22. So if you rolled
gotcha.
an 18, then you'd have a 23. You would beat the DC.
yeah, I thought it was meat to beat it. So it would need 17.
No, I thought we didn't do meat. I thought we had to beat it. I'm pretty sure that's how Dazzle's been doing it, unless I'm wrong.
If you meet it, you beat it, yes.
Oh, okay.
But
So
the
17.
4 plus, yeah, a 17 is not enough. It's a DC 22.
Well, 17 plus my plus 5 from Flash of Genius.
Well,
I'm
the
gonna use
original roll was a 11.
Well, I'm
Oh.
going to use advantage too from my Tides of Chaos to see what I roll.
Okay. He does get your surface thoughts.
Oh my
no
God.
matter what.
Yes!
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so he still gets your surface thoughts of whatever you're thinking on the surface, but he doesn't get like your deeper thoughts, your childhood traumas, your whole backstory, all your secrets, that sort of thing. So what are
And
you
then by the-
thinking like most immediately as he asks you why you stole his gold?
In my head, I'm like, well, I didn't steal your gold. You said it would pay us. I thought it'd be easier if we just grab that. Matter of fact, I only grabbed 2,500, so he still owes us. That's
So
what's
you
going
lie
through
in
my
your
head.
own brain?
You lie in your head like that.
Yeah.
It's surface level thoughts. You're telling me I'm just a one thought being? Okay, well, I guess DM, I don't know, what should I do here then?
You just have to tell me honestly, like you could be trying to think that in addition to your other thoughts. but it's would be like you're thinking, oh, I'm thinking I should think these things so that he
Right.
forgives me, kind
Right.
of thing.
Right. You got to look at it as your surface level thoughts are not trying to deceive him. The whole point of it is that your voice is trying to deceive him, but your surface level thoughts are what you're honestly thinking.
Yeah, it's like
Not
just a
like
bucket
the
of facts up there, basically.
yeah, like your
Okay.
head would be going like your head. Since if you're trying to give him a lie, your surface thoughts would be like, how can I convince him to believe this? That would be your because that's what your head would be doing while you're trying to tell the lie.
Mm. Well, I guess there wouldn't be a point to lie. I would just think what I said, which is he said he was going to pay us. So I thought we'd just automatically take that because it was already owed. And but that's exactly what I told him. I wouldn't be thinking about the amount of gold that I have because obviously going into this, I would know not to think about that.
Right, but you
I mean, if you're told not to think about a pink elephant, how effective are you not thinking about a pink?
but basically your brain, like you can't lock it out of your brain. Your brain knows how much you took, and your brain knows you took more than what we were owed.
And if we're like
But-
thinking about that
Okay.
specific subject, then that will be there at your surface thoughts.
Yeah.
So if he uses detect thoughts, basically, I don't. What was the point of my role? I guess.
It was he was
You-
trying to get your like childhood traumas that you aren't thinking about on a surface level to try to understand why you really did it.
Mm.
So it's like the dragon knowing your secrets, not what you're thinking about immediately.
Not to
Okay,
forget.
then I guess I'll just think exactly what I already told him.
Okay, I don't think it works exactly like that. The dragon glares at you, hearing your innermost thoughts, which are conflicting between, you know, these things that you are telling him and the things you're trying to block out of your surface thoughts of like the amount of gold you took, etc. And he lets out a very heavy sigh and he says, "Oh, you all are so lucky that your crew likes you." And Delphine spoke very highly of you during our chat the other day, or I would eat you all here on the spot.
Oh.
Okay.
Ing
does look at him finally.
Grateful for your mercy.
No.
There's a lot of fur in this
No.
group. I don't think that'd be
No.
tasty.
No. Ing's holding out his hands to his friends. No. And he stands before Lord Klaus, puts his hands on his hips. Okay, listen, sir. I've had quite enough of your lip. All right. We are a very capable group of adventurers. We are the Rangers of the Dale. We have defeated giants, sir. We have slayed kings. We have defeated giants that you would not do on your own. We would not like to add dragon to that list. We prefer this mutual friendship.
He laughs a little bit and says, "I don't think you could defeat me, but listen, you're right. You have all proved to be a capable lot. I don't have to justify to any of you why you shouldn't steal what belongs to me.
Did it belong to you,
I will
though?
say
That's the question.
I'm going to make you earn it, though, since I only owed you 5,000, not 20,000, or however much it is the drow took. It was hard to get an exact number. But in any case, I have another job for you to do then, so that you may find your way back into my good graces."
Ing holds out his hand. The title for the airship?
"Okay, fine. I can give you this much at least now." And he hands you the title, Ing.
I hope you're happy.
I will take a look at it, make sure that it is all up and up.
Yeah.
Rolls it up and puts it in his bag. Thank you.
Yes, and then he looks at you, Ing, again, and he says, "Tell me, can I trust you to do this job? Are you really going to do it, or are you just going to say anything to get out of here?"
Did we have to come back here to begin with? We could have taken all your gold and not even come back here, couldn't we?
He looks at you and is like, "Fine. This is the mission. I have heard that a town a little ways south of here, sort of on the road to Luskin, has been having a problem with some manticores that have moved in and have been troubling the town some. I see this as a golden opportunity. I can give the town something they want, and in return, they can give me something I want. And you are going to carry this out on my behalf. So you are going to go there. You are going to tell the townsfolk that you are going to cure them of their manticore problem. And in exchange, they are going to let me have the orphans of the town. I shall adopt them.
Wait a minute. You want to take children?
Just the orphans.
Just the orphans. Like, that's okay.
They don't have parents. I can provide for them better than whatever crummy life they would have as orphans.
And raise them to do what, sir? Is this... let me ask a question. Is that town where all these people worship you? Were they all orphans at one point?
Not all of them.
I see. It's all making sense now.
Listen, let me tell you a little bit. This is not an easy story for me to tell. I long ago I had a son. And during the war with the giant
dragon son?
Yes, I had a dragon son. He had a magnificent tail, much nicer than mine, and he was such a good boy, so smart. He learned well from me, but he was brutally murdered by fire giants. And before he came into my life, I thought that I was happy being alone, but when he was with me, I realized I was not. And then when he was gone, I realized that a life spent alone is no life at all. So since then, I've been adopting my little birds and trying to give them the best life I can.
Sounds like a creepy story to me.
A little bit.
Okay, I'm just trying to determine whether or not the story is true.
If it seems plausible, yeah. I mean, I know I can't. It's not a lie. Insight isn't a lie detector, but
yeah. So
just trying to see if he sounds sincere. You know what I mean?
He sounds
leaving out details. Sorry.
He seems sincere. He seems genuinely upset talking about the loss of his son and him talking about his little birds. He sounds like he has genuine affection and warmth in his voice.
All right. Well, listen. Unless my companions have anything other to say aside from what I'm saying, I believe we can do this for you under a few conditions.
Okay.
As my friend Aelin said, we are not your servants. Okay. Paid contractors, perhaps. Maybe people with a heart who might, figure that this sounds like a story that you gave us that feels like it warrants attention. Also, we need your guarantee that these people are not going to be mistreated, and you cannot order them to give them up. It is their choice. If the orphans want a better life, which we will tell them, and if you tell honestly that you will give them that they can have a better life, that it'll be taken care of, and if they choose to come with, they can. But you cannot just abduct them.
I was not going to just abduct them. I was going to have you rid the town of its manticore problem. It's been quite nasty. I've heard it.
And what was part B of that? Part B was, and we were going to order the town to give up their orphans. That's were your words.
Well, nothing in this life is for free, and as far as I can tell it. But yes, we can make this contingent upon the consent of the orphans, not the town. And you must let your crew speak to the orphans before the orphans make their decision.
You want my crew. You want my crew to speak before me. Is my you emphasize my crew, correct?
Whatever. They are the ones who some of them were orphans themselves once that I
certainly
nurtured and adopted.
And they seem very happy. And if they want to speak to the orphans, I will and give them seal of approval, what's the term? What's the word that's used when you say, proof of good life? I can give them as testimonials, if you will, to speak to them about. That's fine. But again, I'm not going to make this transactional. I'm not going to tell this town that unless they give up the orphans, we're not going to free them of the manticores. We will free the manticores, and then we will also tell them, also, the magnanimous Lord Clouth is willing to take on your poor unfortunate orphans as wards and give them a better life if they so choose to come with. That is the only way I can do this in good conscience.
Okay, since this is the only way that you can do it in good conscience, I will say okay. However, if you do not return with the orphans, the slate will not be wiped clean between us. It'll be fine. I'll give you another task, but I'm just letting you know that ahead of time.
Okay, I don't need to be on your good side.
Shut up.
We are hardly in control of orphans' decisions, are we, Lord Clouth?
He says, no, but that is my conditions. You are getting prepaid. And life isn't always fair. Just ask the orphans.
We will do our best, as we always do. But just understand one thing. We do not fear you.
If you do not fear me, you're a bit foolish, but perhaps that's why you've been so effective, so I will not argue with you on that point.
Good day, sir. Turns away and walks away.
Also, party, I know that maybe some of you felt that it was kind of perhaps bullshit that he cast Detect Thoughts, so I just want to show you. Let's see.
I didn't. I didn't think it was bullshit.
I saw something like that coming.
Yeah. That's why Ing didn't even bother lying. He just said it straight up.
It's in the module that he has Detect Thoughts. For their spells. I'm trying to put it in Discord, but Discord is not behaving on my computer.
DM,
so.
on my end, your creatures can have whatever spells and abilities you deem them to have. So that's that's how I view it. So, how many times have people gone into a bar and decided to pick out a fight with someone in an inn because they think they're just idiots and it's a level 20 retired fucking fighter who whomps on you? It happens. So yeah, that doesn't. I'm fine with that completely. But Ing, as he walks by, does kind of wink to Aelin because something was not talked about, and he keeps going.
Oh boy.
Okay, party, you depart,
That's
and you have a
very
moment
fucking
here
lucky that we
to
still have our heads.
amongst yourselves. As you come out, I won't move them around, but you see the crew coming down and basically going into the throne room after you left because they all want to do whatever with Lord Klaus, say hello, read him more poetry, something.
Ing will be over here. So listen. When he asked, did we take any of his hoard? I looked at the room we were in. That was his hoard. We do have this chest that was in Lord Bryson's room, which was apparently his gold, not dragons, right? So
Above table,
we're not
if
completely
you're
out of luck.
Confirmation. It did seem that way, yes, that he did not care about what you took from Lord Bryson's vault.
Right. So we did get something out of it. And did he pay us the 5,000? Oh no, he's waiting. It's contingent upon us doing the other mission.
Well, he's basically saying that you took 20,000 gold, so you already have the 5,000, and you can get the other 15,000 or however much by acting to help him adopt these orphans.
I got it. And he does walk up to Gambit. You know what that means, Gambit, right? That is not all your gold.
Gambit shrugs. What? No, that's fine.
So I guess we we got to wait for them to come back, the crew to come back. But I guess we should just take care of business.
Yes. And I'm assuming you all fill in Murdoch on what happened, or maybe Murdoch was just listening at the door. I'm unclear on that.
So as they come out, his back's against the wall, one knee bent with the foot against the wall as well, arms folded over the chest. So did that go as planned?
Most.
Yes, well, kind of. We have to do another mission because of the money Gambit stole. But yes.
I think we should have just killed him. He's trying to abduct little children. This sounds very sketchy to me.
I'm not a professional in dragons, but
Well-
I'll put our chances at about 2% of killing him.
Easy.
Yeah, it's
Underdogs.
probably a little bit higher than that, but it's not good. But I would say this. The entire crew that's been working for us, Gambit, that you've been abusing to do your laundry, they were all orphans raised by Clouth. A lot of people in that town were orphans raised by Clouth. They all seem pretty well adjusted, and from everything we saw, they were legitimately happy being there. So
I don't recall you treating them that well either.
I gave them days off, PTO days, weekends. What are you talking about? And they're paid a living wage for what they're doing.
Yeah, if they got paid, then they got to do my laundry.
For their jobs, which is a ship crew, not a laundromat.
Some words I heard here or there may have not been the kindest, but I won't intervene.
And as for you, Aelin, pride? That was not about pride. I do remember hearing you mumbling, so what, we are his whipping boys? And then the moment I stand up for your rights, you tell me, pride? We don't need pride.
I've
Stand by
had
the courage of
many
your
life-
conviction, boy.
I've had many life experiences where my life was much more important than my rights.
Buck up.
I just want to say that. Wait, what'd you say?
Buck up.
Buck up. B.
B as in boy. Buck up.
And
I don't believe it. I heard an F on the first time.
yeah.
It's not my fault you have problems with with listening comprehension, Gambit. But anyway.
Yeah. How does Krios feel about all this? He's been rather quiet.
Well, it is more gold for us. So, finding manicores and that jazz is kind of a bit beneath us, considering what we've faced so far.
Well, we've fought
That's
Manacos
right.
from
That's right.
destroying
We
our
want to
ship.
fight a dragon, a real challenge.
Oh my lord.
Ing points to the door. Go ahead. We'll wait here.
What's up?
Yeah, above table, I had to plan it out in case you decided to attack him.
I would have been very close to doing so on a few occasions, but
But if it's to save a town, well, as Ding says, Rangers of the Dale do help others, right?
And like I said, his story did
there's a limit.
seem sincere, and everyone that we have met that has been raised by him seems very well adjusted.
You don't
Nothing is
think they
showing
got
us the
some
other
magic
opposite.
on him?
I
No,
don't
we checked
know
for that.
about
They don't.
They treat him less as like a parent and more of a god.
Doesn't
They're
seem like
very
a healthy
grateful
relationship to
for
me.
everything they've gotten.
Well, if I was grateful to somebody, I might I don't know, give them a Christmas present, but I wouldn't raise them and talk
To
about,
each their
this
own.
either. Jesus, everybody
To each their
needs.
own. Right. But they are happy. Who are we to judge what makes them happy or doesn't make them happy?
Ah, that's the question,
If-
isn't it?
If they are happy in their lives and their lives are well adjusted and they seem to have no problems with how they are living and they seem happy, healthy, well fed, well housed, not abused. Just because we
Yes.
don't like the way it looks doesn't mean they are unhappy.
You know, this
Oh,
is a lot of justification for us to go steal some children.
Holy shit.
We are not stealing. We're giving them an option. Like we said, I told him the conditions are only if the orphans willingly decide they want to take the offer. If they don't want
So
to,
if I
they
pull
don't
some
have to
candy
go.
out of my pockets that's poison, and I say, "Do you want this tasty treat, or do you not want
Once
this
again-
tasty treat?" And they say, "I want this tasty treat," and then I give them the poison treat. Is that still a good choice?
Coming out of you, that sounds legit. Here's the thing. Lord Klaus is not offering any poison. As I just laid out the evidence, all the people that have been raised by him seem very happy and well-adjusted. There's no poison here.
I am not giving children the option to go live with a dragon.
That is it's more complicated than that.
So
English,
you're
they
racist
are-
against
they are
dragons.
happy. Hey, oh dear.
I'm not sending them off like little drumsticks where he can bite them and eat them.
But he's not. We just saw that they were. I'm not.
We don't
explaining this
know.
again.
We've known him for how long? He used us as whipping boys to go get a bad omen dagger, and now we're going to go give children the option to live with him.
While it is true that there may be more than meets the eye, we have not seen any evidence of that.
I am a pretty good judge of character, and I know you're an asshole, Gambit, and he seems like he's not lying, and I'm right on both ends. So
Yes, as long as they are like well fed and not like actively suffering, then I'm not really in any hurry to change that. But I still
Yeah,
do find it a bit sad.
I mean, you did all see the mural that's going to be painted on the nursery wall.
Oh fuck.
and this is when I mean, I know how dragons can be. Do you want Hitting to do a history check?
Sure, you can.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, for you.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that you know a lot.
Yeah, so I would look at Gambit. I go, Gambit, here's the thing. While yes, there are evil dragons, and while yes, parents tell their children nightmare bedtime stories about how horrible dragons are, not all dragons are evil. Not all dragons have bad intents. Yes, they have a different perspective on life because of the type of creature they are, which is far above normal mortals. It doesn't mean they're evil, and doesn't mean that they are bad. We have seen giants doing far worse to humans than any dragon has done. And, if you remember, the silver dragons were trying to help us. Do we know what kind of dragon Klaus is, by the way?
Yes, he's a red dragon.
Oh, that's not good. But at any rate, I'm defending a red dragon.
So we're just ignoring then? Okay.
Oh,
For the time being,
doesn't mean they have no. Just because chromatic dragons in general can be quite evil, doesn't mean they are all evil. They can change.
Yes, just because most drow I've seen are insufferable assholes doesn't mean all of them are.
Yes, thank you very much, Aelin. The drow historically have been quite known as a pretty disgusting and evil race of elves, if I remember correctly.
Yes, some drow are capable of change.
Well, in worst case scenario, I did read a book in Zeffy's library talking about a general that said a phrase about acceptable casualties.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever that means. It didn't really go into details.
Acceptable casualties. Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Or like,
It was a very weird book.
It sounds like a book on warfare, Trios. I don't think it applies to what we're talking about right now, but hey, it's okay.
I would hope not. I hope we don't have acceptable casualties with them being the orphans.
Well, I mean, if we are going to go fight manticores, that I guess that phrase would apply, whatever the true meaning behind it is.
Let's just try to make sure only our targets are the ones dying.
I am going into this with as much knowledge as I can. I am not lying to these children, and from my perspective and everything I have seen, everyone seems pretty happy that's under his care. So if they make the choice to go, my conscience is clear. I am not leading them to slaughter. I'm not leading them to hardship. I'm leading them to what appears to be a pretty good life, especially compared to the one they might have already.
Yeah. Either that or a quick barbecue by a red dragon.
Well, I have no evidence of the contrary. I will go along with that.
Well,
So
if all said and done, we got some manticores to kill.
Well, again, we've had a few of them attack the ship before, and we've driven them off pretty well. I believe Murdoch jumped off the ship onto one of them. That was pretty amazing, if I remember correctly. I mean, it was
badass.
Yes, he did. It was quite amazing.
Yeah.
So, Party, it sounds to me like you're at least going to go to the town and talk to them and probably rid them of their manticore problem. It remains to be seen if you're going to present this proposition to the children. But it sounds like that's something you can decide after you've actually gotten rid of the manticores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think this is a good time to take our in real life 10-minute break. So I'll see you all back at 47 after.
Okay.
Sounds
I can
good.
do it. I'll make a smoothie.
imagine your characters have a few more minutes of discussion about whether it's better to let orphans be orphans or turn them over to a dragon. And then the crew comes out. They're carrying something which is very clearly a map, and they head up to the airship. I imagine you all follow. It's about a day's journey. So you need. Oh, go ahead.
I do want to talk to the crew a little bit more about how they are with Lord Clough, because
Sure.
we did not know that they were orphans. We just found that out now.
Yes.
Wait, did we know? Oh, the crew.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Delphine never told us that they were orphans that were raised by Clough.
Right.
Yeah. Delphine did tell you that her village gave her to Lord Klaus.
Yeah, but we didn't know if it was a child or as an adult or whatever. We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't know the
Delphine-
specifics.
Delphine's like, yes, I was an orphan before I was given to Klaus. It was a scary experience at first because, going to a new place, I didn't know anyone other than the other orphans who came with me. But it was nice, like, for the first time in my life after being Klaus Vale, I remember having enough to eat and having warm clothes to wear. And I know that you were surprised before about, him having us work most of the time, but that was one of the things he used to always tell us is that discipline is the cornerstone of a life well lived.
Did you ever see any of the children mistreated or harmed?
No, Klaus would come to the nursery sometimes and tell us how good we were doing with our artwork, and sometimes we would sing songs to him. But honestly, mostly we were raised by the other inhabitants of the Vale.
And the only other question I have is, if one of you decided to, on your own, ever leave or live your own life, were you forced to stay?
No, I don't understand it myself. And it didn't happen very often, but every once in a while, when we reached adulthood, I know that one of the other boys who came with me from my village, his name was Orso, he left the Vale.
And no harm came to him.
I mean, I didn't keep in touch, but as far as I know.
Well, I mean, no harm came to him from Clough.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Klaus said that if us little birds aren't happy, he isn't happy.
Aang turns around and looks at everyone. I don't know what else to say. I don't see any negatives to this.
I would like to ask a question, and this will be a very personal question, so you are free to not answer. But if I may ask, how exactly did you lose your parents?
Oh, bandits attacked our village and they killed quite a few people.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you aware of any other details about the bandits, like who may have been leading them or anything else?
All I know is that Lord Klaus killed them.
Oh, maybe I respect him a little bit more now, if that's true.
And DM, I'm going to ask you something, and it's completely unrelated to anything, but it's been driving my ADHD crazy since Aelin got the new token. Can you go into Aelin's appearance settings and change the scale ratio to 1.2? Because that's why Aelin's token is so much bigger than everyone else's.
Okay, yeah. I thought something was off.
Well, you can do it now on the map, but the Dazzle would have to do it on the prototype token, so that way it's the same every time Aelin's placed on the map. But you can change it right now for this map if you want, Winter.
Okay, I will.
Maple.
I'm gonna switch it out now. Hopefully it's right. We'll see.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it looks
Now
a
it's
little
smaller.
bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it scale ratio 1.2.
Yeah, but I know that there's 2 different places to slide it, and I think I did it in the wrong one.
Yeah, I'll tell you which one it is. When you're on the main appearance page, under anchor, you see scale parentheses ratio. And there's a slider bar.
Yeah, that one's at 1.2.
Okay, now
And then there's
did
a
you
subject scale correction down below.
that one should be just at 1.
Okay. Okay, change that to 1. Update the token, and presto changeo. Let's see if it's fixed.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. That works. all is well in the world.
You just look monstrous. I'm like, God damn it, he's so fucking big.
Okay, okay. I think that's puts you about in line
Yeah.
with the rest of the party, I think.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that, Maple?
I do notice a slight detail, like his like avatar is not like as close to the edge as he was. I'm not sure why that is.
Oh, it's just because there's like only so much picture, I think.
Well, that's
So
fine.
it kind of like shrunk the whole
Which is why I usually make them, because I make it to where it goes right to usually to the bottom of the ring. But yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. But it's cool, Maple, that you wanted to try it yourself, because now you can do it in your own games too when you want
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I can send you the template, the ring template that I have, because it's the exact size of what the ring is in here. So that way, when you make your images, you can put the ring behind it to see how it looks on the ring.
Oh yeah, that'll be helpful.
And then
I
that'll come
literally
out
just used like
perfect
a
here.
random circle and just made
Yeah.
guesses.
I'll send it in Discord later. I'll send the Photoshop file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, was there anything else you wanted to talk to the crew about?
That was all Inga's questions, unless anyone else has any.
I didn't have any other questions.
Okay. So eventually, you end up here, party, and I'm just using a scene rather than a map, just to kind of set the tone of what this place is like, because I didn't feel like a map was really necessary for this village.
Mhm.
So yeah, you come to this beautiful river, the Mirar River, south of Klaus Vale to the east of Luskin. And there's this village here. And you sit down outside, and I mean, you're met at the gate by a few people, but they just let you right in. They assume that you're like traders maybe or something of that nature. And if you ask around on the streets, they will tell you, where the mayor's house is. He's the one that leads this town. And you can choose to go there. You can choose to, talk to people on the street. You can choose to, do whatever you want. Let me know what you're up to.
I was thinking I actually wanted to shop for like potions and shit.
So this is a small-ish village. You find 5 regular potions of healing in stock for 50 gold each if you want them.
Yeah, I'll just take them.
And 4 greater potions of healing in stock for 150 gold each.
I'll
Actually,
take
I
one.
would take. Okay.
The greater.
I would like 2 greater. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and let Aelin buy the 2 because Aelin was the first one looking around for them. But Ing, you can buy the remaining 2 if you like.
Yeah, just the 1 is fine, because I have a supreme healing too and stuff. So I already had 1 greater, so I'm good with 1.
Very good. So you find a few potions at the local apothecary. They're very pleased to, take your gold and see some people, trading. And the apothecary is an older lady. She says, "Yeah, it's been, we haven't gotten many traders through here lately. Not since the Manticore problem, unfortunately. You're the first I've seen in, I don't know, a few weeks that weren't my regulars."
Yes, that's actually why
Wow.
we're here, madam. We're
Yes,
here to
exactly,
perhaps solve it. Go ahead, Aelin.
That's the hope.
Oh yes, if you want, you can talk to the mayor. He would be happy to have adventures such as you help him out on this matter. It's really disrupted trade for our village, and a few of our regular townsfolk have gone missing too.
Mm-hmm. Could you point us in the
Okay.
direction?
Oh yes, it's just down this street here. It's the big house at the end of the cul-de-sac. Can't miss it.
Okay.
He might be out and about. He's often outside meeting with people at this time of day. Okay.
Fine.
So,
Well, he's a
party, if you
handsome
head down
man.
this. Yes. You see this gentleman. He has kind of a furrowed brow, and there's like a few people around him that are basically asking him what he plans to do about the manticore problem, and he's giving kind of the typical politician answers, like that's a good question. We're looking into all the possibilities. Don't worry, we'll figure it out, etc.
Mayor Hemsworth, can we have a word?
Yes, you. I don't recognize you. Okay, what can I do for you?
I like there's no disagreement to his name being Mayor Hemsworth.
Yes. Well, I mean, his name is actually Harald, but perhaps he didn't feel like correcting you.
Hello. So yes, we are the Rangers of the Dale. Pleasure to meet you. We kind of solve
No, it's
problems
fair.
in it.
Oh, you're the Rangers of the Dale, and you solve exotic problems?
Yes, and in this week's episode, we are looking for manticores. We're the A-team.
Well, I have to say that if you're looking for manticores, then you might be the only ones, but you're in luck. Our town has been besieged by these awful monsters.
Yeah,
They
as I
have
said.
taken.
That's actually why we're here, to help free you of this burden of these manticores.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. As Rangers of the Dale, I take it you will do this for room and board, or was there something in particular?
We have a benefactor who is paying us to do this. If you do have room and board, we'd be more than happy for that. That's all we need for that. The benefactor also is named Lord Clouth. Also has offered to take in your orphans if they so wish to find a better life. He raises kind of a sanctuary for orphans and raises them and gives them a good life as well.
Sounds like a unusual fellow. I wonder why I haven't heard of him before. Is he new in the area?
He's quite eccentric and kind of keeps to himself, if you will.
Well, you'll have to talk to the temple about the details of the adoption, but typically we pretty much let whoever wants the orphans adopt them.
That's what he would be doing. So yeah, we can talk to the temple. That is not a problem. You know whereabouts these manticores have been holed up as when they come in and harass your town?
Oh, they're at the old Jodak Mill just outside town. You'll be able to smell them before you see them, I'm sure. It honestly smells like a morgue or something. But at any rate, yes, it's on a hill. It's a decrepit old mill. It smells like death.
Ing turns to his companions. Did you ever notice that every mill is an old mill? There's never any new mills.
I imagine they eventually stop making them because once you have a mill, you might not need another one.
Just makes me laugh.
True.
But yes, I guess, my friends, should we talk to the temple first, or make our way to deal with these? I think we should just deal with these manticores first.
I agree. My axe is itching for some skin to rend.
Yeah, we might have
What
a
was
little
it
more
about the-
credibility if we deal with that first too.
What was it about the temple again? think I'd like
To speak to
know
them
if
about
there's
the orphans. I guess they're in charge of
Oh, right,
raising
right.
the orphans and dealing with the adoptions.
They
They just give
also,
orphans to anyone.
yeah, the impression of the mayor is they give out the orphans to almost anyone.
Hmm. Interesting.
Seems like such a wise way to deal with your orphans.
How many orphans have you adopted, Gambit?
I wouldn't adopt an orphan. I'm going on adventures where I can get killed, not smart. I'm just saying,
So you know
giving
nothing about
orphans out to
orphans. Gotcha.
anyone doesn't seem smart.
Well, I
No, I
guess
don't
they see it as
disagree.
this. I mean, you're not, in essence, wrong, but they have no one as it stands. So maybe they could be a little
Okay.
more prudent in their selection process, I guess, if you will, vetting them a little bit more. But probably these old little hamlets, but how many orphans they may just not have the time or wherewithal to do the thing.
I'm not really sure there's much point in debating that.
Okay, party, do you head outside of town to the mill now?
Inga's ready if
Okay.
everyone else is.
Yeah, let's go kill some manticores.
Okay. I have a description to read. It's a little bit long, so bear with me. So, as you approach the ruined mill grounds, the first thing that hits you is the smell. A sickly sweet odor hangs in the air, and the buzzing of flies is a constant hum. You can see, even from afar, that the yard is strewn with many carcasses, mostly animal, but others as well. Their bones lay scattered amidst the overgrown grass, and the ground is slick. It's clear the ruins have been claimed by something far more dangerous than time. You can see two buildings. One is the original mill and owner's house. They are both now in ruins. The mill has mostly topped over, exposing the west side to the elements. The wooden beams that once held it together now lay in a tangled heap, and the roof has long since collapsed, leaving the interior open to the sky.
Yeah.
The ground underfoot is treacherous, littered with fallen stones and broken tiles, making it difficult to navigate. But as you take your first steps towards the ruins, you can feel the danger. The buzzing of flies grows louder, and you can hear the sounds of something moving in the ruins. You know that you must tread carefully, for the creatures that call this place home are not to be trifled with. And I'll put you on the map, party, but keep in mind you are farther away at this point than you appear on the map.
Okay.
And it looks like I am going to have to preload Foundry again, so that's excellent.
Oh, it's not supposed to be just black?
No, it's because I can't put you on the map because it's not loading for me.
Okay. We're like, whoa, that man was actually quite gorgeous.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to reconnect. Artie, I hate technical difficulties. You have no idea how much.
You think he's single?
I wouldn't know.
Are you talking about the mayor?
Yeah. Oh, I wonder.
Hey, it looks like it's loading. And there we go. Okay, I'll just put you on the edge of the map, and you can tell me also what direction you're intending to approach this place from.
And this is where the manticores are,
Yes.
supposedly. Probably might be a good idea to get our little bird friend to inspect the area.
Yes, of course. How high is the roof of the mill?
So the top, like the tippy top of the mill, is like 60 feet, but there's a pretty significant hole. And So the top of that hole is about 40 feet, and then there's also this broken window that's up about 20 feet.
Okay, so Alcubierre is going to go up at about 75 feet, and he will quietly just fly lazily overhead, not to garner any attention. He'll lay out.
And while that's happening, I want to just look around like this area to just see if I can, I don't know, find anything of interest, like misplaced belongings from victims or anything like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check, Aelin.
Perception.
Okay, so something that catches your eye is there's a corpse hanging in this tree right here, and it appears to have a pretty shiny necklace still on its neck. You also think that probably you could traverse up this broken wall onto the hillside, but that if you do so, you have to be careful because it looks like treacherous ground, but also like you might unintentionally make noise.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna move Alcubierre so that he can see what he would see on the next.
Yeah, I didn't see that
floor.
building.
Oh. Yeah, there's second floor.
Okay. All right, so the manticores are up there. So I'm seeing this from above the hole in the ceiling.
Yes, you're seeing this from above. There are a bunch of these small manticores that appear to be cubs on this floor here. That's like the
Cubs,
second story.
Oh, that's horrible. I don't want to kill their babies.
Oh man. Yeah, we've been there.
So these are manticore cubs, and I don't see the
Yes.
parents anywhere.
You know, there's stairs leading down.
Rather than going, yeah, I can roll for something.
Yeah, you can roll stealth. Maybe he can fly by this window here. That's on the first floor. Ground floor, I should say.
What is?
There's a broken window right here on the first floor that he could fly by stealthily, perhaps.
Oh, okay, so just kind of like. I can't go out. There's walls.
Oops. Sorry, let me show you. I'll move Alcubierre.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the big boy. There's the big boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
you see
why
a
does this
very
one look so much
large-
different?
You
Holy
can roll
shit.
Arcana or History.
I mean, would it be Ing rolling it as Alcubierre is telling him what he sees when he gets back and
Yes.
Ing's deciphering it? Okay.
Yes.
All right, we will do history.
That's a Manticore Alpha,
Oh,
and they are, bigger and tougher than your typical Manticore, and they have a couple of extra abilities that just regular Manticores don't have. On a 28, I would say that you know that they are known to be quite adept at tackling their prey.
okay. And this other building over here, when Alcubierre was flying around, would he be seeing this other building?
Yeah, he
Or
could see
moving.
inside that other building
Yeah.
too.
So,
There's some
Gotcha.
broken windows. He
Right.
would see a second Manticore that looks like a Manticore Alpha, another two Cubs, and then another regular Manticore.
okay. All right, so Alcubierre comes back, and Ing's like, okay, so there's quite a few of them. Also, they appear to have children. So the second floor of the mill appears to be their cubs. On the first floor, there's a bunch of adults and what appears to be an alpha. And then the building behind it, there's another alpha and a large one with some cubs. So there's quite a few of them, and I would rather not kill their children.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if we can avoid it.
I mean, my other question is we're here taking orphans, and then we're going to create orphans, and what are they going to do? Are they going to grow up and still attack the town? I'm very confused now. I don't know what to do.
Well,
You're the wise one,
very,
Aelin. I'm the smart one. You're the wise one. What
Sure,
would you
sure,
say?
I don't have much sympathy for these creatures. I'll be perfectly honest.
Oh, I think we have to let them live though, because if we recall, many
Oh, no.
chapters ago,
Oh no.
this group let goblin children live.
To be fair,
Well, to be
though,
f-
the
thank you.
team was mostly behind that.
Mm,
No, no, no,
and
no,
what-
no,
hold
no.
on.
The whole group was behind
Hold
it.
on.
I was the
Let me-
only one saying we should kill them before they grow up.
Let-
So no, no,
let-
no, no, no.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Manticores are beasts. Okay.
Goblins are beasts.
They're humanoid.
No.
Yes,
Can't convince me
they
otherwise.
are.
They're beasts. Nope. Gambit says hell no. Nope.
Personally, I only have sympathy for those who have the capacity to believe in a higher power.
So apparently Ing is going to have to push up on his glasses and go, actually, they are humanoids and the manticores are beasts. Animals and sentient humanoids are. Killing the manticores is no different than
One eats you, one murders,
slaying
rapes, and
lions
robs
and-
you.
Yeah.
Same thing to me.
I mean, Ing would know that manticores do speak common,
Yeah.
for whatever that's worth.
That is interesting. What do you think we'll be able to convince them to stop?
No, but we could speak to the children, I guess, afterwards. I don't know. Hey, we killed your parents, but maybe you can fly off to Manticore Land and find some new ones. I don't know.
might actually be glad to send them to Manticore Land.
Honestly,
We even
maybe
noticed
they'll, like,
exists. I just made it up, Krios.
I'm gonna assume that means the wild.
I mean, yeah, maybe we could do some kind of relocation. I don't know. Tag them and send them out to some other part of Faerun.
Oh,
Yeah, about
Um,
20 feet under the ground.
Wow.
Well,
think
either
the
way,
maggots.
I'm in favor of fighting. That's what we're here for.
And to be fair, Gambit, Aelin was not with us with the goblins. And I am still saying not to kill the children. So I'm actually in line with what I was doing. I'm not changing my thoughts on this. I'm still the same.
If I remember correctly, I think Winter was in the boat of I'll do whatever everybody else does.
No, Winter was like, no, I don't think we should kill the kids. I think Winter was like, I don't think, yeah.
Yeah,
this-
Yeah.
Winter specifically said don't kill the kids.
Okay. I think she could be convinced otherwise. Yeah.
Well, either way, I don't know how we're going to get into this mill without other than Krios kicking the door in and then immediately starting a fight.
Well,
Unless anyone can
could
think of a
be-
way to lure them out.
we could be a little bit smarter. We could throw an explosive in there.
And hurt the children above?
Well, like I said, if we're able to save the children, and maybe
Also,
light at the cracked
Now that I think
fields.
about it, it might be better if we fight in there because they won't be able to fly. Well, I'm assuming obviously it's open above where the kids are, but the other ones are on the first floor, so there's a ceiling, so they can't.
They
Yeah.
can
Fly up.
get through the staircase, but it is like
Right.
one single point of exit rather than
Yeah, it's like
the
a
entire.
Yeah, but it's not the same as them going up 20 feet in the middle of the fight and us having to fight them while they're in the air. They have to go upstairs and shit.
They can go up to 20 feet because that's the distance between the floors, but
Okay.
yes.
That's fine. I think it's better if we fight them in there, even though it seems very cramped. It doesn't offer them as much movement as the outdoors do.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do about the dead body in the tree with the shiny necklace?
Leave it where it is. Not our problem.
Right. Yeah, I looked at that. And I'm like, I don't feel morally comfortable with taking that.
Well, I mean, they're not going to need it anymore.
We can. Wow.
You're not wrong.
Can we decide this after we deal with the manticores?
Yeah, if you want to take it, then you're free. But I'm personally
Good point.
going to.
Good point. My axe is hungry. So where's the entrance?
Aelin will kill children, but taking a necklace off a dead body, oh my god.
They are
To the
not
south.
human children.
To the south.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I'm assuming, DM, from the way this is laid out, that obviously if we're going around here, they can't. There's no windows, so they wouldn't be able to see us.
Yeah, correct.
Going to let the person who
will
can
still
actually
be a-
take damage lead the way.
Yeah, there'll still be a stealth check just because you could
Sound, yeah.
dislodge rocks or something. But no, they cannot see you.
I also like to ask, since my last short rest and usage of Greater Restoration, would there have been another short rest worth of time to regain that 5th level slot?
I thought we did a long rest. We stayed overnight, didn't we?
I'm sorry. I meant long rest.
Yeah, there would have been time for a long rest. This place was about a day's travel on the airship, which I glossed over because it's just more of, talking with the crew and eating breakfast and etc.
I have a very fun spell.
Oh, and speaking of which, since we do have a monk, is Murdoch, are you doing Pass Without Trace at all for us, or no?
Are we sneaking in?
Yes.
I imagine we'd want to. Although, once we... Okay.
The door being bashed open.
Yeah, if we
well,
open
that's
the door,
once we
wouldn't
get
they
there.
just see us regardless?
Yes, but we would rather them not know we're there until we are there, rather than out here 50 feet away.
Okay, but can they see us now?
No,
Up until we
but they might hear us. I've heard you walk before, Aelin. You're not. I mean, unless you're on your broom, you're not the quietest of walkers.
I'm not the one who weighs 400 pounds here.
Have you seen me do my kinetic jaunt?
Oh boy,
I'm as graceful as any dancer. Thank you very much.
You know what? I'll give that one to you. You are very graceful.
Okay. So, party, if you're going up this essentially pile of rubble to get up the hill, I will need a group stealth check. Ing rolled 13.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I imagine Ing looks like. Yeah, the Fantasia hippos.
Yeah.
Who wants guidance?
Okay,
Oh, we got
Murdoch
Pass Without
did
Trace,
Pass
so there we
without
go.
a trace, so.
Okay.
So literally, the lowest roll for anyone can be is 11. So
yeah.
Yes. So party, with Pass Without a Trace, I will say you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, as long as we stick within 10 feet or whatever I think it is in Murdoch.
Yes. Gambit, are you headed with the group?
Yep.
Running into some
Oh, and I
walls.
should hit the long rest button for Bindle since it looks like that didn't happen.
Yeah. What the? Oh wait, that's a wall.
He needs to have his max HP restored. It was
There
only
we go.
until long
Wait,
rest.
there's 2 buildings. Which one are we going to for first?
Right here, I said the mill right here. This one here. There's more in that building, but we're not going there yet. This is the
a
one here.
very
There's
slight line of sight.
behind this door. It seems like there's 3 adults and an alpha. A very stronger one, bigger one.
Okay. So as you, oh yeah, it's locked. You will, if you want to bash the door down, just give me strength athletics, and then we'll enter initiative. So you may want to have the party wherever they want to be for that.
No, I can't move my token past this point.
Okay, that's weird.
Saying
Oh, I see.
one wall.
It's a terrain wall. There you go.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I agree. Have the honors.
Great. Knock, the exterminator's here.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you totally bash in the door, and with that, we get the combat started.
All right.
Did everyone get into the tracker? Remove Alcuvier.
Yeah.
Oh, we need Bindle here too. I'm assuming he'd be a little further, probably.
I see new things. There are fancy things. Yeah, there's Burndle. I was hoping I'd be a little higher, but this is fine.
Okay. And let's maybe switch to some combat music. I really like Into the Storm. Maybe I overuse it, but anyway,
Thank you.
party. Let's start. So the Manticores, unfortunately, is not like a surprise round. You announced yourselves pretty loudly.
Yeah.
And the Alpha sees, Krios here at the door, and he whips out his tail spikes, and he decides to make 5 attacks with his tail spikes against Krios, which is just because Krios, that's who he sees.
I am literally dead last. Holy fuck. I had something I
It's
wanted to
actually
do,
very
but I have to wait for a while.
Yeah, kind of same, but it is what it is. Whatever.
Krios, what is your AC?
My AC is 14.
Okay. So that is 9 plus 7, 16. That's 27.
How is your AC 14? Don't you have like
I'm not wearing
armor? Why?
Oh wait, I think the armor got damaged or something, didn't it? Or no?
Yeah.
I have a breastplate I can give you. Just say something.
Shit.
Okay, so I believe that's 36 damage, unless Krios, were you raging when you hit the door?
If it was gonna end up being a surprise, I would have gone into rage, but unfortunately, it wasn't a surprise, so I literally just kicked in the door.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. You can have some DM inspiration for that, but you do take 36 points of damage.
There was something I could have done before the battle too, but I'll take Dale.
Okay, the next Manticore sees Krios and is also going to hit him. This time 3 tail spikes, not 5, not an alpha. So that one only hits you for 5 damage. And then we move on to Bindle.
Man. Damn it.
Are you controlling Bindle's this fight?
It's easy to eat.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Really can't see much.
He did get Krios getting stuck with Manticore tail spikes with pinpoint.
Alright, then I will just use pseudo weapon and place it here and attack this one.
Okay, spiritual weapon. And 19 will definitely hit, doing 10 damage to this Manticore.
Right.
That's his bonus action.
Guess do frostbite as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, it saves, and just seems to shrug off the cold with its extra thick coat.
Alright. Bindle will just go over by Gambit, and that'll be his turn.
Okay, Murdoch.
God bless America. Risky maneuvers.
Yes. I'm assuming that maybe you like went up in the air and over with your boots, or?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Are you still up in the air, or are you just at floor level?
He's up at floor level.
Okay. So you fly over. And you start attacking the one that's already been hurt, I believe.
Yep.
Correct?
One.
And
Yep, on the bottom.
unfortunately, 11 is going to miss.
Of course.
That hits, doing 5 damage. Okay, let's see if it saves. Okay, it fails and is stunned.
Right.
You kind of see its eyes go crossed and its head is kind of cocked to the side a little bit. You can almost imagine the stars going around its head. Anything else, Murdoch?
Yep. Bonus action, flurry of blows.
Nice. Oh, very nice. So critical hit for 11 damage.
That is on this one.
Okay. Next time, try to
And then-
update your target first, but I'll accept it.
Well, if you could actually move right here, I'd be very happy.
Okay, the Manticore Alpha resists being stunned.
Okay.
Okay, that hits for another 8.
And then try to do this again.
Okay,
Nope.
not this time, unfortunately. Do you want to move?
Yeah, because there's like a spell that I want to use. I don't know what you call it in the crossfire.
I mean, do you call that out?
Yeah, sure. I'll say like, could you move like a slight bit over to the left, please?
Like so.
Yeah. This guy growls at you, Murdoch, and says, I'm going to eat you. You look tasty.
Wait, it speaks.
It speaks. It's threatening you.
Yeah, they know common.
Creepy.
Talk to them.
Okay. This one gets its good old tail spikes ready. So 1 Murdoch, 2 Krios. And Krios, it attempts to hit you with these tail spikes.
Great. I can take it.
Okay, it looks like only the last and final one hits you for 5 damage, and then
Damn.
it starts going off into the air. Up the stairs.
Yes.
What did you
Okay,
want?
Krios. You
I mean, is it
finally
really
have a
going
chance.
to drag its children into the battle? Or it might
Oh,
fly
man.
out and grab the others? It could fly out to
It
the
might-
ceiling and grab its allies.
Yeah, you don't know what it's doing.
Say
But
it.
Krios, it's your
Okay.
turn. You have an opportunity to try to take some revenge if you want.
Please look at me.
Oh, most definitely. So I'm going to go in.
You have
Go about
advantage
right
on your
here.
attacks.
I'm going to go into rage. Because
Good idea.
Oh, yeah.
tired of being pincushion. Does it not work no more?
Sauce.
Sweet
Yeah,
sour.
there's probably some hiccups since we switched over to Foundry 12, but
Mm.
hopefully they aren't too numerous.
Size.
Well, metaphorically, I would be growing bigger, but oh well. I will target him, and my axe will exude a thunderous noise and strike him.
Nice. I will try to put you so that you can see. There we go. You can
Nice.
take the same space as a spiritual weapon. It's,
Yeah,
kind of
And 2
ethereal.
hamburgers.
Okay, and then you hit him for 8 damage. You can have advantage on that, by the way. He is stunned, and Murdoch is right there also.
Let's try this.
I'm just a monk. I'm a support monk.
Yes.
Uh,
Still
next.
hit for 8 damage. No crit this time, unfortunately. You can still see that it's quite dazed. Doesn't seem to know what's going on right now as you're smacking the heck out of it.
6 slashing, and then 3 thunder. And second attack.
Okay, that'll hit again.
11 slashing.
Nice.
And a
Doing
full 6
11
for thunder.
and another 6. It is looking injured now as you just slice and dice it and then electrocute it too.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Aelin.
I'm gonna be like, oh, I've wanted to use this spell for a very long time. I'm gonna let myself slightly here.
It sounds very ominous, Aelin. Your voice changed even when you said that. I'm worried.
Are you sure that you're a good aligned cleric?
For now.
Sounded very Palpatine. I've been waiting to use this spell for a very long time.
Okay, flame strike. Vertical column of fires. Yeah, that's plenty high.
I will right here.
You have no idea the power of the dark side.
I'm trying to understand if this will also hurt the ones that are upstairs because it is a 40-foot high
Yes.
cylinder.
I thought
Okay.
so, and I don't think I care if it does.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's basically like Moonbeam. It's coming through the ceiling, hitting everything in that cylinder.
okay, so it looks like one of the manticores saved, and the other 2 take full damage. I'm gonna have to switch to the other map for a second.
Yeah.
And Ing is outside. He sees this column of flame just shoot from the sky through the whole building, and he looks at Aelin. Aelin, what are you doing?
All right, Alcubier shouldn't be upstairs right now.
No, he's actually outside next to me.
Yeah. But the manticore cubs, let's see.
Oh boy.
Most
Most
of them save. So I count 1, 2 that didn't. They take the full 28, and the other ones take 14. And you hear the howling mules of creatures in pain. It sounds like, sounds like a bunch of kittens, honestly, in distress.
Disappointed in you, Aelin. I'm disappointed in you, Aelin.
I would say, like, repent for your sins, you dirty beasts.
Oh, he has lost it. I think I think the
Casually.
DM is right. I think we need a alignment change.
I'll cast Shield of Faith on Krios.
What faith? You have none. You horrible person.
I would call myself
Because-
very, very dedicated to my god.
Because normally you can't use 2 spell slots in a turn.
Okay, never mind
This is your god, Tiamat. Jesus Christ.
then. Yep, I'll just take that back and I have my turn.
Okay. Okay, this manticore is stunned, and so it's Gambit's turn.
What the
You
heck,
did?
That's a little ominous.
There you go.
right?
Gambit uses polymorph on Aelin.
What?
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Excuse you?
Okay, so since this is PvP, as per usual, if there is PvP, I have to ask the table if you're okay with this before we go down this route.
Yes. Yes, I
Oh,
am.
I'm so curious.
Got shit on for wanting to
Sure.
kill the goblin children. Aelin is now murdering little cubs.
Aelin
so,
wasn't there.
Does it?
Aelin wasn't there.
Doesn't matter. Does
I
not
told you.
matter.
So I'm basically hearing consent for this from the table.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and cast it, Gambit, and Aelin, you'll need to make your save.
Which one is it?
Polymorph. It will be Wisdom, I think, but it'll be in the chat when Gambit casts it. Should
Okay.
be anyway.
Maybe I can't cast it. It's not letting me for some reason.
Here.
Yeah.
Did you
there's
target
been-
a? Did you
Let me-
target
let me-
a?
Let me restart real quick and see if that helps.
I've also I used to cast all my spells from the character sheet, but I find that the little toolbar at the top left works more often.
There's a
some reason.
toolbar.
Yeah, like
The HUD
Yeah,
at the
it's
top
a
of your
little
sheet.
covered right now. Maybe.
You should be able to see
Oh.
it. I see it. Where it says your name, it says inventory, features, spells, attributes, effects, utility, Gambit. It's usually it might be on the left side, underneath shit.
Yeah.
But if it is, all you gotta do is when you highlight it, you can unlock it and then move it around anywhere on your screen you want.
Yeah, it's weird. It's locking me out. Maybe I'm not casting it. I don't know. Hold on. I see spells. If it lets me do
You
it.
just say you cast it, but
I don't
Yeah,
see
I
it
don't
in the.
I don't know,
chat.
DM. It's not letting me do anything.
mm,
Can I still roll a dice?
probably.
I can still roll a dice. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is he still ownership of the token, DM?
There's a wisdom save.
DM is muted.
Or my wisdom save for now.
Sorry, I didn't
Oh,
mean
fuck.
to.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, go ahead and roll a wisdom save, Aelin.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a 12. Yeah.
Okay, a 12 fails. The DC on this is 16. So what do you turn Aelin into, Gambit?
I turn Aelin into a cricket,
oh boy.
and I will go over and pick up the cricket,
Wisdom, Aelin.
and I will put the cricket in my bag of holding for now.
Oh my god.
And I will say, we
And-
don't kill children. We do not kill children. That was the
That
deal.
does not make
And
us
I look
killing
at-
the adults any easier, Gambit.
I look at Ing and I say, well, it's this is what's happening now.
Triage
I told
to that
Aelin,
half health.
don't kill the children, and then she went all dark Palpatine.
If you get hit and you die because I cannot heal you, that will not be my fault.
Meanwhile, all you hear is cricket, 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 cricket.
very, very fucking loud, disagreeing crickets.
Large chirping because we don't know what the hell you're saying, Aelin.
Oh, that's
it would
weird. I
have
can
been funnier
cast
if you turned him into a
everything
cicada.
I can cast everything except polymorph. I don't know why it's doing that, but
Go ahead and just mark off the spell slot.
okay.
Okay. Anything else, Gambit? You still have your movement if you want to use more movement. Maybe you can quicken spell if you want to cast a cantrip or something. Up to you.
Yeah. I'm going to back a little bit more off, so I'm out of view, and then I will. Not it. Okay. And yeah, I will do quicken spell. And I'm going to oh shit, no Murdoch's in there. I can't do that. I'll give us some advantage then instead. Can I cast an 8 spell casting as a bonus? If I do it with quick spell?
Actually, I believe you can. I know that was kind of a murky area, but they did clarify it in the 2024 rules.
Ignore that, please. That one. It's not letting me use Fairy Fire either. Like some things it's letting me use, but others it's not. So
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if I re-input your spells after the battle, it'll work. But Fairy Fire, who are you trying to catch in it?
So any of the Manticores on this floor, it goes to How many people? Sheds a dim for the duration. Objects and affected creatures shed dim light. So it's a 20-foot cube. So it's going to be just in here to capture as many of the manticores as possible on this floor.
Okay. Do you prefer to catch the alpha, or do you prefer to catch the smaller ones?
The alpha.
Okay. I'll have the alpha and the other one roll dex saving throws.
One of them's stunned, if I'm not mistaken. So wouldn't he fail automatically?
No, this one here is not in the fairy fire because he would have to catch Murdoch in the fairy fire too.
Hmm.
Okay, but he is stunned, so advantage anyway while he's stunned. The other two fail and are lit up in light. They're not hiding. This is just to remind me. So you get advantage while you're attacking them because they're outlined so clearly. It's like little signs saying hit here or here or here.
Gambit will then open the bag of holding, pick up a piece of grass, and drop it in to Aelin. Just have a snack time.
Loud cricketing.
Loud,
I mean,
angry.
this whole encounter is going to be less than a minute, but keep in mind that they can only breathe for so long inside of a bag of holding.
Yeah. I will keep opening and closing the flap of my bag of holding, like
No, it
blowing
doesn't
air
work that
in.
way. You have to they have to come out of it.
Hey, yeah, it's
Oh,
not gonna freaking like run away.
That's true. All right, I'll put Aelin on my shoulder.
Sure.
With that, I believe we move on to Ing.
All right, so I have a few questions here, Jim. Sorry to make this complicated for you, but I'm going to come in here first of all, and would you allow me to give Krios my breastplate with my interact with object?
Yes, however, remember it takes time to don and doff armor. so
Yeah,
he-
yeah. At least he has it. Okay, I didn't know he was armorless.
He's not wearing it until after combat, however.
Unless if he
So-
wanted to use an action, he could, but it's up to him.
I'm
Hey, I've
pretty
been armorless for a good amount of fights, and I've survived them.
But anyway, I do give it to him. He can put it on whenever the hell he wants. At least he has it. I'm not doing anything with it. So it's a breastplate. It's a regular breastplate.
Are you okay
I'm
to
assuming-
put that,
Oh, plus
On your
2.
sheet?
Breastplate plus 2.
or did you want me to put it on there for you?
I got it.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
it was a plus 2 breastplate.
Perfect.
All right. Then I'm going to tell Murdoch. Wait, Murdoch, aren't you blind, Murdoch? Technically,
I am. And
right? So you can't see. Okay.
Yep.
So another question for DM, just to be sure. I mean, it is how the spell is worded, so I'm sure it's fine. If I tell them to close their eyes, hypnotic pattern, you need to be affected by it, you need to be able to see it. So if I do kind of do it Indiana Jones, tell them to close their eyes.
This would not affect Murdoch, no.
Right. Well, I mean, just Krios would be the only one because everyone else is outside.
Okay, yes.
but
Right.
Ing
Close
doesn't
your
know
eyes,
he's blind,
Krios. But he can't see. But he still can't see. He won't be able to see the pattern. Because you have to. Because the way the spell is written is, each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a
though.
wisdom
Yeah,
saving.
no. I'm just saying that like on the table though, Ing doesn't know he's blind. I don't think anyone does.
Well, he's going to yell out anyway. I'm just saying this just in case Murdoch has to, do it, but he's going to yell out, "Close your eyes, guys! Don't look!" As he is going to cast hypnotic.
Gambit
pattern.
closes his eyes and then puts the other hand over Aelin Cricket.
Well, you're outside, so you can't see it anyway.
I just heard cover your eyes.
Mhm.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, we'll go ahead and have them make wisdom saves.
It looks like they all failed. Yes! Yes!
Holy shit.
All four
Wow.
of them are incapacitated. All right,
Holy
only attack one at a time. Don't attack all of them. Pick one until it's dead, and then move on to the next one. And and then Alcubierre will fly in and do Magic Stone. I'm assuming you guys want to fight the Alpha first when Murdoch is fighting.
I think that would be
Well,
a
we've
good
got
plan.
the one in front of us surrounded.
Okay, if you want to do this one first.
Yeah, and it's stunned anyway, so don't wail on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
get into the other
And
one.
so you're incapacitated, so there's advantage on the hit anyway.
Mm.
All right, magic stone this motherfucker. I forgot to roll with it advantage, but should hit anyway.
You can crit fish if you want to. You scroll over 23, and there
Yeah,
you
no.
go. No crit this time, but it does take 9 damage. It looks near death.
Okay, and that is the end of Ing's turn.
Okay.
Oh, it is a
DM
30-foot cube. I just realized this, DM. Well, no, the ones upstairs can't see it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they can't see it through the floor.
Right.
Okay, so this alpha is charmed and incapacitated. This manticore, you just looks like some drool is coming out of its mouth, and now it's Bindle's turn.
Bindle sniffs, and Bindle also barks and says, basically, in dog, what the fuck is this? Is that a secret, DM? Are we not supposed to see that?
See what?
This big.
No.
Oh, no, I told you guys
Alpha.
about that.
Right, that's
I
a
told-
window.
I told you guys about that.
Okay.
Alcubia, when he came back, he said there's another building where there's another alpha and 2 more
Okay,
manticores
okay.
and some children in there too.
Yes.
Bindle just did some sniffing and was like, excuse me, what is that? Okay. Bindle, we'll go over here. They're
If
all
there's any-
asleep, so now it's safe, right?
That
Bindle
one-
just kind of
yeah.
walks. Doop-a-doop-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop. Oh, wait, now I can't move him. Can I move the sword? There we go.
And if you're attacking anyone,
All right.
it's this one here that we're fighting.
Oh, okay. I thought we were attacking the alpha.
No.
Okay. Then I will hit this one with the weapon, which I don't know how to do.
You can recast the spell, just don't consume the slot. That's
Okay.
often the easiest.
All right. Wow, everything looks super weird right now.
I don't know if it might be a module I have, DM, but I know in my Foundry, it does pop up another feature in the spell list to attack with, but that might be a module thing.
Yeah, it might be. Okay, so it's a con save, so I guess it does get to at least try. Is a con save with disadvantage if it's, or is it just the dexterity and strength?
For
I
the
think
what?
it's
The
just
chill touch?
last fight.
No, well, what's the disadvantage? Why would it be rolling at disadvantage?
Because it's incapacitated.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Once you hit it, it's no longer incapacitated.
It's
As far as-
stunned.
Stunned. That was okay. That was the thing I was asking. So yeah, stunned.
It automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, con is
So-
fine.
Okay, it makes the con save, unfortunately. Still has that nice thick coat, even though it's completely oblivious to what's happening to it.
All right, well, then that's Bindle.
Hey, Murdoch.
Well, he's gonna get the one between them and Krios.
Okay, with that, you get the final blow. Any
Yay!
description you want to give since you had the first kill of the night?
He's just gonna punch his fist right through the side of the rib cage, rip out the heart, and then crush it.
Do you want to
Wow.
eat it while you're at it?
Nope, just crushing it and then letting it drop.
Okay. Now what?
To Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Should we save the alpha for last? Perhaps take out its mates first before we.
I believe that might be best interest.
Oh, as far as this one here, DM, I just thought about it. Was it flying up the stairs? Because if it's incapacitated, would it like?
Right there.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. It is injured now, no longer charmed by Ing. It stopped drooling, We'll see if that does any good for it. Still have advantage though for several reasons.
All right. We'll just do flurry of blows.
Okay, that hits, doing 7. And that hits for another 4.
Why not? We'll do
Okay, let's see.
Stun that
Unfortunately,
motherfucker.
it shakes it off.
Damn it.
all right, that's my turn.
Okay, this manticore is still just thinking about the pretty lights it just saw. And now it's Krios's turn.
Alright. Go after the Manticore. And go right there.
Actually, it's on the stairs, so the stairs are between you and it from this angle.
Fucking walls.
I will let you try to hit it through the stairs, but it will have 3/4 cover.
That's fine.
Bindle's really in the way here.
Range. I don't want to crush the dog.
Mm.
Alright.
You can go through Bendal's space, you just can't end there. So you could.
I would
go,
I would just go up here because you were,
Okay, so when I try to move
You're-
up, it says I'm colliding with the wall, so I'll just hit it from. Oh, that works.
Okay, so that hits, doing 12 damage. This one's in rather bad shape. And you hit it for an additional 6. It's still up. And then again, and this time you take it down for good.
Great.
Nice.
Another dead Manti. Well, with that, since it was Thunder's elemental cleaver, when he drives it upward into his ribs, the back for where his shoulder blades would be, that center part just explodes outward with the blood and bone hitting the roof above it.
Very gory, nice. Okay.
And with that, I'm going to take its spot. Well, I'll go right here. And that will be my turn.
chirp, chirp.
Aelin. Yeah, Aelin makes lots of angry cricket noises, I think.
Loudly, yeah.
Gimba
Okay.
hears this and be like, well, we can't trust you, Mrs. Fire.
God.
Or Mr. Fire.
Okay, with that, I believe we move on to Gambit. I'm assuming the cricket is taking the dodge action.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I can't even control Gambit now. What the? Hold on. Why can't I see Gambit anymore? What is going on? How do I reselect Gambit's token?
You don't see him down there?
Click on it.
Mm-mm. I
Also,
can't
I have
see
a
him at
question.
all.
I have a question. Am I still like smart enough to know that if I get damage, I turn back?
So I think that you do keep your intelligence statistics with Polymorph. However, I'm not sure if Aelin is familiar with the spell or not.
To make like a check.
Arcana.
I'm gonna study a little bit of that in school, I guess.
Okay, you have heard of the polymorph spell, and you know that if you get damaged, you will turn back.
Fair enough. If I may, even though it's not my turn, I'd like to like move into the building.
jump off his shoulder.
Basically,
That's
gunning
what
for it.
that's what Aelin did on his turn, was as a cricket just run into the building.
Yeah, basically.
Right, refreshing Foundry Gambit if you're still having trouble.
Does he have ownership of his token, DM?
I'll double check. He should. Like I said, he's been using his token a lot. Yeah, it looks like it. I'll try
Is it
taking
the
his
correct token? Did you accidentally put like the last level token? Because I know you have multiples.
Yeah, the multiples are in a different folder, so it would be everyone if
Just
I was
We'll try
putting-
again.
just trying to eliminate
Assist.
possibilities.
Yeah. I took your token off and put it back, Gambit. I'll have to put you back in the initiative. You were at like initiative 10, I think.
Yeah, he was right above me.
All right, I'm reloaded now. I can see my token. Hopefully, it'll let me. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming we're doing the alpha next.
No. I would say go for the stairs, save the alpha for last. That's what I would think.
Okay.
Because we don't know what control he has over his mates, and this one's also, we don't know if it's smart enough to wake him up or do some shit or whatever. So
All right. I will go ahead and cast Scorching Ray then. So, that's terrible. That's the first.
You do get advantage because they are incapacitated.
Oh, that's right. How
At
do
least somebody
I?
do. Then they wake
Yeah.
up.
There
Okay,
we go.
there we go.
So that's one. Here's the second.
That hits for another 8.
Crit fish.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, but it is no longer incapacitated after taking damage from the first hit.
Oh, but I get advantage because of fairy lights, or?
No, that one wasn't covered in fairy fire.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then I'll do the third.
Yeah, it's for another 8.
And then that's all.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
comes-
I keep forgetting this. Like, it's like apparently something I never want to do. All right, there we go. All right.
You're fine. Yeah, it wakes up, it looks angry, and now it is Ing's turn.
I don't know if I wanted to run upstairs. So I am going to, just for safety's sake, Missy step, bonus action Missy step to here at the top of the stairs.
Okay, you can do that. The stairs
You got to
are
move
not
me though,
small.
because there's a wall. So okay. All right, and then we'll start punching this bad boy.
Sounds good.
If I can find it. There it is.
Okay, that's not going
Jeez.
to.
3 1s.
Nat 1.
Uh,
I know. Nat 20.
there you go.
How I back it up with that one?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it's very, very hurt as you just almost kill all the ribs in its rib cage break as you connect.
And then I blast it with an astral spark for another 4 points of force damage.
Nice.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. The alpha is still just kind of sitting here completely oblivious, and then it's Spindle's turn.
Gambit, Bindle's turn.
All right. Pull up a sheet, make sure it actually works. Right. Weapon will move. Do the weapon first.
Okay, that connects, doing 10 damage, and it looks like another good hit like that would take it down.
Okay. Well, third time's the charm, so let's see if this actually works. Oh, damn it.
Not this time, unfortunately. These
Alright.
things seem to be well prepared for war.
Yeah, the gods, also the DM, them high rolls. That's Bindle.
Okay, Murdoch. Murdoch, you've seen the party fell. A couple of these manticores, there's still a couple left.
All right. Can I fly up to the other side of this one?
Yes, you can.
All right.
So you're kind of maybe floating a little bit off the stairs, but you're definitely there, flanking with Aang.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, those connect. I don't see a nat 20
Oh.
though, but you can.
That's weird. It popped up my screen. Okay, that's fine. So 24 to hit, 9 damage.
Okay,
first
Yeah, here. Here it says
18.
17.
Yeah,
Yeah, on my screen it showed 20. It doesn't matter. Anyways, moving on.
it is very dead.
Oh, it's already dead.
That is fun.
Yeah,
Never mind.
but the
Does-
first two hits were enough.
Nice.
Okay, this one hits. You hit this one. That fell for 6 damage. It is no longer thinking of the pretty lights. You do still get advantage because it's covered in fairy fire. It's just really resisting those stunning strikes, though.
Mhm.
Well, that would have triggered while he was stunned or whatever. Would it have done anything? What was the save?
It was a con save.
Yeah, but he was at the time under that spell.
Does that have any effect on con saves?
Hmm.
Thing. What is that spell? What does that spell do?
What? Hypnotic pattern?
Yeah, like what stats are they under?
They're charmed, and because of that, they become incapacitated. Anyone who sees a pattern in the wisdom stone and fails save becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends
So
if the affected creature takes damage.
Okay.
So it can't take actions or reactions. That's the definition of incapacitated.
Right.
So I get where you're coming from, but it is able to shrug off the stunning strike.
All right. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is now Krios's turn.
Smack it, Krios! Smack it!
Oh, you
Yelling
know
from the
it.
top of the stairs.
It's covered in fairy fire, so you get advantage no matter where you stand, although you can definitely flank with Murdoch if you'd like.
Yeah, I just want to be close to it in case it tries to run off, so I can get that react.
Strategic reason.
Let's smack it with this.
Okay, it definitely hits, doing 11 damage to start. And an additional companies. Yeah, you're just shredding this guy.
And then smack it with this.
Okay, let's see if it can make the strength save. Okay, it does. So if it takes the if it makes the strength save, it unfortunately, I believe, takes no damage. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. It growls at you and is like, "Oh, let me live and I'll tell you where you can find my treasure."
Oh no.
Anything else, Krios?
With him saying that, I'm just going to tell him, oh, don't worry, we'll find it eventually after we deal with everybody else. And I will.
Can you repeat what he said?
He said something about treasure.
Yeah, being you would have heard it. He said, let me live and I'll give you my treasure."
Yep, that'll be it for me.
Okay, Aelin, you're still a cricket.
All right. And my cricket self, I'm gonna fucking run up the stairs to the next floor if I can.
Oh, the stairs are like pretty high up. So
Oh,
you
I
can
was looking.
definitely
Okay, so this is the bottom of the stairs.
No,
Yeah,
I'm at
you
the
can
top of
run
the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to go like,
You can go the long way around for sure.
yeah,
Well,
so like
crickets do-
this.
I'm saying
Basically.
crickets do have wings, don't they?
No,
Or is that locust I'm
Crickets do-
thinking of?
you're thinking of locusts. And certain large grasshoppers, but even those don't really fly. But locusts, yeah.
Okay, yep, it's our turn.
Okay, Gambit.
Gambit comes in following Aelin, the cricket, who is running away, giving it the side eye.
Gambit, don't kill him just yet.
I'm
Hurt
not
him,
going to
hurt him.
kill him.
No.
I'm not going to
talking about
hurt
the
him
manticore.
either.
The manticore.
Oh.
We're talking about the manticore. The manticore.
Don't kill the manticore?
He may be open to discussion. Something about giving us treasure, but obviously they need to clear out of this town.
So then what are we doing here?
Go murder some children.
Well, he's getting kind of scared. Doesn't want to
Gambit
die.
looks at Krios.
so-
No, we're not murdering children. That's not who we are. Not murdering children. You want to chop someone's head off? Chop this guy's head off.
Oh,
And he winks at the manticore as he says that.
Okay, and then what?
I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. Apparently, we're not killing this one, and we're all going
I mean-
upstairs, so I'm confused.
No. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna talk to it first. Ask him some questions.
I mean, I'm going upstairs for a reason, but
Okay, Gambit casts the mage hand.
I heard you. If you're going to kill me anyway, I will fight you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Apparently that did 3 times. Gambit casts the
Holy
mage hand, and it floats over to Aelin, and just kind of literally scoops up Aelin and puts it in the palm, and holds
on.
Aelin.
hold on. Can I make like a dex save against that or something like that?
Cricket don't have dex save.
They
be
do.
able to,
They
like,
do.
Going
I
to
just, like,
murder.
stab
You're
it.
going to murder children. I am actively trying to save you.
I'm not
okay.
going to go up there to kill them. I'm trying to jump out a window.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
this
you
will
are.
be like a grapple check. So yes, it'll be. I'm just going to make it simple, and you can go ahead and roll a dex save. I'm not sure how dexterous crickets are, so it's just going to be a flat d20.
Okay.
It'll be against Gambit's spell save DC.
Fuck me.
It's definitely higher than 2.
The hand scoops up Aelin and closes, not hurting him, but just
That's a
keeping him palmed.
Jesus Christ.
And and the hand will float back over to Gambit's shoulder and says, "Okay, back where you belong. You no." I don't know. I turn to Amy and I say, "What are we doing here?"
I would say this: there is no stat block for cricket. There's a stat block for spider, and it does have a dex of 14 plus 2. But
That's still a fail as fuck.
With a 2 on the dice, it's definitely a fail.
yeah. I know. Well, he mentioned something about if we don't kill him, he'll give us his treasure, which is fine. But if we can stop the bloodshed, if the manticores agree to clear out and leave this town alone, that will save us some trouble.
I turn to the manticore and I say, "What say you? Leave this town, tell us where the treasure is, take your children for the love of God, because some people are going to murder them, and get out of here."
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
fine. Didn't like this miserable town anyway. I will give you my
promised to
treasure.
leave the town alone.
Yes, I'll leave this town alone. I'll find new hunting grounds.
Far from
I
here.
heard there's some tasty fire giants in a forest close to here. You should go get them.
Amazing.
Fire
like that.
giants put up too much of a fight.
Yeah, okay, well then maybe some crickets, but not this one.
Oh my god.
This is my
Okay,
precious.
fine. Okay,
Uh,
so party, if no one else is doing anything, I'll hit the end combat.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
forget to
not
tell
doing
us
anything.
where your stash is.
He will tell you, but out of combat, he will tell you.
Okay. So at this point, since we're all cool here, we're all cool, and the mage hand opens a little bit, just enough for me to look at Aelin in the cricket eyes and say, "We're good
Okay.
here, right?"
Chris is just gonna.
Silently.
But I don't know if you can respond.
Probably not.
Cricket,
Chirp,
cricket,
Alcubia,
chirp, chirp. I
Alcubia
will-
is kind of intrigued. Well, he
Alcubia,
doesn't need to
I
eat. You know.
I flushed my
eating
hand at
bugs.
Alcubia. No, wait, no, not this cricket. This is friend, not food.
Panic chirping.
I'll end my concentration at this point, so Aelin can turn back into Aelin.
Yeah, and just drop on the floor like,
Wait,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're gonna light everyone up.
To be
I
fair,
don't
Aelin,
want
we did come to
here.
we did come to a peaceful resolution here, Aelin. I mean, for once, Gambit might have done the right thing.
Oh, for once. Okay. Look, we're getting gold out of this, and they're leaving the town. Okay, good. It's win-win. Win-win.
You know what? Fine.
I'll leave the town with my cubs, but I can't speak for the other clan.
Hold on now. Deal is you and your kind, all of you, leave. Be gone.
You can bargain with him, but I can honestly only speak for myself and my cubs.
All right, so we can at least get treasure out of this. We may have to fight the next building, guys, but at least this one will be gone.
As long as there's no cubs, fantastic. Aelin can light their ass up, and we'll be good.
Polymorph isn't concentration.
There were a couple over there.
Okay,
All right.
party, I'm going to end combat then, and he will give you his treasure.
Woo!
Well, does it?
Okay, so he goes over to some floorboards and he like, tests them out to figure out which one floorboards are creaking the most. And then he opens up a section of the floorboards and he brings out this chest of a fairly significant size, which I'll go ahead and copy paste exactly what is in it into Discord. If Discord hopefully cooperates.
600 PP, 12 gems worth 500 gold pieces each, 4 pieces of jewelry worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
That's a lot of gold.
Nice.
What is 600 PP?
Platinum pieces. That's 6,000 gold. Yeah, that's 6,000 gold.
Oh, okay. So, hold on. Let me do elementary.
I've been converting my stuff to platinum just to keep the weight down, because believe it or not, carrying around that much gold, it gets heavy. So I've been converting it to platinum.
Okay, so 12 gems times 500 plus 6,000, 12,000. Oh, holy crap! 16,000 gold.
Yeah.
See what happens when we let the Cubs live. Let's point this out. Cubs live. Good situation. Lots of gold.
Gambit, this is what happens when you beat my axe to the punch.
All right, so
All
that's
right, well, if we
3,200 gold each.
Well, if we keep, I'm going to keep keep my store end as platinum, just because I already been doing that. So if people want to keep platinum, that's 120 platinum each. If we split it 5 ways, or you can convert it to gold, however
120
you want to do
platinum.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this platinum? Okay, 120 platinum. Okay. How many platinum is it for gold?
10.
10 gold per platinum piece. Okay,
Yes.
I should do that.
I'm about to divide that. Okay. What were?
Math is not my strong suit, so I'm gonna leave my 939 gold where it is.
So 10 gold equals 1 platinum piece.
Go
Yes.
for it.
Okay. Well then, wait. Is that 120 correct then? We wouldn't be
Yeah.
getting. But we're
600
getting 30...
divided by 600 divided by 5 is 120.
Oh, you're talking about just the platinum pieces. Okay, sorry.
Just the
Yeah,
platinum
sorry.
pieces.
Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense.
Well, while we're all scrambling to do that, I'm gonna quickly don that breastplate that Ink handed me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the rest was 4,000 gold.
6,000
Plus-
plus 4,000, so 10,000 total.
Yeah,
So
so another
2,000
2,500 gold. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it takes you, I believe, 5 minutes to put on the armor.
It's 2,000 gold each, not 2,500 because there's 5 of us.
Random thinking.
I used a calculator. Did I hit the calculator wrong? Because it's 10,000 gold divided by 5 is
10,000 gold
2,500.
total divided by 5. No. That's 10,000 divided by 4. 10,000 divided by 5 is 2,000.
Did I hit the wrong button? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm using a
So check it
calculator,
out.
sometimes
Check his pockets, DM.
I don't think. 2,300. Okay. All right, cool.
How much platinum is it now?
120.
Okay.
Wait, everybody gets 120 plat?
120
So you
plat
get
and 2,000
120
gold.
plat. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, party. Do you want to do?
We can wait. We can wait the 5 minutes for him to put on his armor. That's fine. We can conversate here while he's.
Yeah, that's fine. But we are like about at the end of the session. I was wondering if you wanted to do stars and wishes, and next time you'll be perhaps fighting a few more manticores, or maybe you'll talk your way out. You never know. And I'm
Make him an
also
offer he can't refuse.
Huh?
We'll make him an offer
Oh.
he can't refuse.
Yes. And then also, it sounds like you do want to maybe do both the Iron Giants and the Cloud Giants eventually. Is that correct? Or not the Iron Giants, the Fire Giants.
Yeah. Fire Giants and the Cloud
See?
Giants. Wait.
There's Iron Giants now?
Oh, they're the Fire Giants. I am just being a mumble mouth who
Yeah.
wanted to say that because they live in a place called Iron Slag.
Yes. No Giants. That's the plan.
Okay, so the lair of the Fire Giants is already prepped. I will continue to work on the Cloud Giant lair. It is taking a while, but
Yeah.
hopefully it will be done before next week. And I believe that if you go back to Klauth in good terms, he may at least be able to point you in a direction for some clues.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you can look for clues on your own party, but you will have to tell me like kind of what you're doing so that I can properly prep that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Did you want to do stars and wishes tonight, party, or are you okay?
I'm
I
okay.
like
That
my stars are,
polymorph
like,
and
this
Aelin
entire
was
session.
polymorph and Aelin was fucking great. That was hilarious.
What?
That's a flip of a coin.
Yeah.
So that was very in character for everything that happened.
Yeah.
Just trying to save the Cubs.
I had a lot of fun tonight, party. I really enjoyed your discussion about, is Klauth evil or isn't he? I thought that was great. I liked seeing you work through that moral dilemma. In terms of wishes, the only wishes I have is that, Discord and Foundry would behave, especially Discord.
Right.
Anyway, anyone else have anything else they want to share?
Yeah,
I've got
that's
one
about
thing.
it for me.
I know for a fact that if the Questa said that we were getting paid for a certain amount of gold for every head of each of the Manticores, Gambit would have no problem killing a child.
No. Gambit turned a leaf, right? We couldn't kill the goblin children, so Gambit is now against killing any children of any creature.
Yes.
They do talk. They are intelligent, so it
I will
is
say
up to
it's
somebody to decide if they're innately evil or if that is something that happens to them over time.
I will say it will cross my mind, Krios, but then I'll see reason, I guess.
It's and I corrected it. It's a monstrosity, not a beast. Even worse. I'm sorry. It's a monstrosity. Okay. Its name implies it's monstrous.
Mhm.
I mean, they're so cute and cuddly when they're cubs, right?
For now, yes.
Until they grow up and they rip your face off. But yeah,
Until a goblin grows up and kills
goblins
you
are
and
humanoid. They are humanoid.
Doesn't matter.
Like-
There are people in this game who play goblin characters, and they're not
Oh,
evil.
well, if you want to balance things out, we can go and kill the goblin children.
Wow.
If we go do that, then you can kill the Manticore cubs. It will be even. But I'm playing a consistent line here.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I also just want to point out that I'm pretty sure that the default stat block for Drow, like Drow enemies, is evil as well.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
That's why Ing mentioned
Drow with a change of heart.
the drow.
Hey, well, my Drow parents were good. If I had Drow evil parents, I'd probably be evil. So
So he's Drizzt Jordan now. That's who he is.
He's a
Nothing
what?
stood out.
A very famous character from Forgotten Realms, Drizzt. He's a drow. And basically
read all-
every single person in every single drow is a fucking asshole except for him. Basically, is how it goes.
At least the goblins aren't like Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, if you want to read about him, the Dark Elf trilogy or the Icewind Dale trilogy would be a good place to start.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, party, I will look forward to next week. I'll try to
That's
have the
Drizzt.
cloud. Yes. Have the cloud castle,
okay.
the cloud giants finished, and also some ideas about essentially clues you might find.
Yeah.
Sounds
Anything
like
else?
Sounds good.
Okay, I look forward to it. I had a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Sounds good. Have a good one.